17 of them. So, oh, we're live now.
Now we're live. We're doing starting soon. Just a little mini thing here, you know.
Man, yeah, this is just a mini one. We ain't gonna take too long to warm up. Oh my gosh,
because it's really not. No, first of all, this movie. Listen. As much as I like this movie, there's really not a super whole lot to unpack with American Psycho.
Yeah,
it's one of those like. There are certain things about this movie I totally forgot, especially near the end. I was like, son of a bitch, that did happen. I'm like, wow, okay.
But let's save that for when we actually start. But D, so what's been going on, sir? I hope you got your present again.
Happy belated birthday, sir, by the way.
Did I get my present?
Yeah, I got something for you.
Oh, I gotta give it to you, D. I didn't get a chance
damn
to.
It, Chris.
Yeah, that's why I said that because I'm like, oh, really?
Nah. My cousin visited down from Atlanta, and I was chilling with him. But then now Eris reminded me, fuck, I was supposed to go out to Virginia today. Damn.
That sounds like a girl. That sounds like a. Now I'm not saying your excuse sounds like what a girl would say. It sounds like what a girl would substitute for a period. Yeah, my cousin from Atlanta showed up.
I won't put that. I will not put that on CJ. The Chris giving CJ giving a girl excuse would be like the blue what's her face Blue Jasmine excuse of why she never did show up to the Fresh and Fit podcast, and it was the most hilarious shit ever. She was on Kevin Samuels' podcast, but was late as fuck, and she, first of all, she was supposed to come out to Miami for Fresh.
Like the word "strike 2" should come out right after you just said that.
Like you going back-to-back two messy ass podcasts? Like, goddamn.
No. See, because she was
no. She's late.
No. Well, that's the thing. She was late to Kevin Samuels, but she was making it seem like, I was at the airport. And the airport claimed that they didn't have any seats left, so I wasn't able to get on the plane to come down to Miami. Mm-hmm. So Myron's going, okay. Myron decides, all right, let me box this bitch in the corner real quick. So he said, and I quote, okay, so did you get to the airport? Yeah. Did you go through security? Yeah. So you missed your flight? No, I didn't miss my flight. They said they didn't have any seats left. So you got to the airport late. No, I didn't get to the airport late. I got there. But you missed your flight. If you got to the airport and you're telling me that they ran out of, that they didn't have enough seats or whatever for you to get on a plane and come down to Miami, by virtue of everything you just said, you missed, you arrived late and you know it. She was backed into a corner and couldn't say shit. Except for, you know what? All right, bye. It just left. Then she calls Fresh.
At least I give her that. No, all right, bye.
No.
See, nigga, shit.
No, see, I can't even do. Nope. As much, I will not give her.
Get crossed up. That's a good way of trying to walk away from a cross up. All right, bye.
Because real talk. Because real talk, he set her up good. I mean, she literally walked herself into that room of open landmines.
You know, it's so funny with these girls running into open clotheslines like that, dog.
And hold on, and after all that, she calls up Fresh because she knows Fresh is the nice one, and she's like,
I hate to be that person, but I hate how some ladies do that shit. I fucking hate how they do that shit. They go to the nice friend.
Yeah, she calls up Fresh and was like, I'm sorry. It's just your co-host is mean. He's just really mean. He's a real jerk to me, and I just couldn't put up with with that sort of thing because I have that alpha energy too, and I'm like, oh.
If you had that alpha energy, you square up and box.
Nah.
That's how I feel. Look, no.
No, but you know how it is when you. No,
it's like, nah, motherfucker.
No, D. When you get two alpha motherfuckers in the same room, but they are not of the same gender, shit does not go down the way you think it's going to go when they're two alphas of the same gender.
I'm kind of tired of the word alpha because I will literally punch the next person that says alpha. Not you, Eris. Not you, Eris.
That's not even a fucking thing.
When I heard I had to hear that from a psychology major that literally looked at me and was like, alphas don't exist. I'm like, oh, huh.
Like, wait, what?
Not to say it blew my mind, but it was
I'm
like,
sorry, huh?
everything that I thought is just gone.
No, at
Just,
that point,
For
at that
D,
that's when I
personally.
felt. No, at
Huh?
that point, I'm sorry, dude, Chris. At that point, that's when I felt like Carlton after Will got shot. You walk around the hospital going, I felt like everything my dad said to me was a lie.
it's like, man, I wanted to eat that.
I was gonna eat that, man.
It's like, stop
Oh,
joking,
God.
Will. I'm like, he got shot, man. Like, let him joke.
Come on, man. Just be happy that he ain't whistling through his hole.
Listen, let him. Hey, listen, Carlton. Carlton, be happy that Will's not. That Will didn't say that he was involved in the middle. Like he wasn't in the middle of of an entanglement.
Sorry, Will Smith
Craig,
having the
Harris,
distress
Harris.
face.
Harris, I feel like the year 2000s, but how you like, hey, what a mind right there.
No,
I
the year
mean,
two. No, the 2000s are sitting like a standing there poking at. They're pointing at Will, going, "Give it time."
Oh, they gonna look back on that shit like, oh, remember that time he got cucked? Yo, I love Will for taking that shit like a G. It ain't every day you get double. It ain't every day Pretty Ricky, what they called him, fucking yanks you on the basketball court.
my
Get your
man.
ankle broke.
Your wife though. I hate how toxic Jada was, and she scooted. I just hated
No,
that.
she still does that bullshit to where she's like,
I hated that.
and the thing that annoys me more is how she's still
like Future would.
nah, but she doing this bullshit of like, oh man, I had to stop, Tupac from wanting to get at Will Smith, and I'm like, bro, even I want to pistol whip Tupac, and he's dead. Like, seriously, Jada, shut the fuck up. I don't care about Tupac. Why are you bringing up Tupac?
You know what? To me, every time Jada,
She belongs to the streets.
Basically, I'm like, dog, what are we doing
when
here?
She be bringing up, but when she brought that up, I was thinking about something like, yo, Jada, for real, this long game of Pac shaming Will is weird to me. I never understand this shit. Like, he is a nice dude from Philly. You better be glad he's a nice dude from Philly. Golly.
All because you know damn well that your cheeks got shattered to smithereens by the nigga from East Harlem.
I mean, that shit irked me. I was like, Jada, like, okay, let's say he was nice. Like, even if he felt some way, why would you tell that to everybody? Like, no, keep that shit to yourself. Like, what are we doing here?
I'm just mad as fuck. Somebody said, I want to know what Willow got to say. Why?
I don't
Why?
care
Who
what chick has to say.
asked? I need to know what the child thinks. I'll be mad as fuck. Especially Jaden. Because if I'm Jaden, like,
Jaden don't give a fuck. Every time he's on camera, he's like, why am I here?
I do have this feeling that Jaden is only like, I feel like Jaden hates Will to a level that none of us would understand. Like, we would have to see the document, like God forbid he goes like before his time, but we'll see a documentary of it. We like, yo, Jaden hated that nigga.
First of all,
not even hate, just annoying.
Like, all this evidence, like, yo,
listen, like, no, let's get this shit out of the way right now. The reason why you ain't gonna hear nothing from Jaden is because Jaden is busy being a business partner to Damon Dash's son selling them damn cookies.
Also, I have, and he is, that's true. And no, hold on. And I have this one look, and I do have this one. I have this one big feeling, just real talk. And none of us will, just real talk. I love you guys, but none of us will have this pleasure. He is fucking girls who are like half black, Asian, and like a quarter Romanian. So that's like pussy we will never ever see. So we will never achieve what that young man is.
But see, that will forever be my favorite Dame Dash meme. My man was on the Breakfast Club holding packs of cookies in his hand, talking about my son is selling cookies.
Shit's probably
when he said
sweet.
that, right? I'm thinking to myself, now D, Yes. You know there are cameras in there, right? Like, yes, I do. And you know he's trying to flash them towards the cameras, right? Yes, I do that. A lot of people watch it, right? Yes, I do. But a lot of people listen to the show. Yeah. So when you do visual shit like, I felt like that was just like, yo, Dame, stop. We get it. There's a cookie in your hand. We're not going to forget that there's a cookie in your hand.
But but again, this goes back to what I have been theorizing. I've made that my theory ever since that damn picture surfaced. And you already know where I'm going with this.
I probably do, but go ahead.
Nigga, Michael Jackson warned Dame Dash.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't care about that shit because at the end of the day,
don't say you don't care because
don't say that, Chris, because
no.
Chris, you was laughing at listen, you was laughing at my theory just as much as
not
to accept your genius.
Not even that. It's just like
he's gonna outgrow you, Damon.
It's just like
the
that
Rockaway won't be for you.
Like I just
and also this is gonna really upset you, but Cameron's gonna have a bigger legacy to you, and it's gonna be hilarious. You know about? Wait a minute, what you know about Cam? I already said too much.
Can I say something?
He had disappeared in dust.
I want people to know. I know people know that shit.
Dying already.
I know DK.
I want people to understand something like D said next year we're going as Dipset. I hope he knows I have to go to probably a lot of go to a lot of flea markets to find some fucking early 2000s clothes.
Flea markets? No. You know what we need to go to now? Shout out to because they have to do it. No, Chris. You know this as well as I do. Shout out to these niggas, and they still kind of do it, but not lately. And I hope nothing bad happened to them. But down there on down there in Eastover, right there on South Capitol Street, when it crosses with Southern Avenue. Yeah, I know that's where everybody get the weed from. Shut the fuck up. But no, this is them niggas that always sell those fake jerseys. Nigga, one weekend, just pick one.
The Kansas City Coons,
nigga, what?
Hey, Cucamonga Cracker Killers.
Wait a minute.
Cucamonga Cracker Killers.
Wait a minute, D, hold up. Ask DK, has he seen that picture?
Wait a minute, have you seen the picture of Michael Jackson with all of Rockefeller around him?
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No.
You have not seen that shit?
Show him that
Bullshit.
right now.
Hold on.
Show him that picture right now. Oh my God.
Nah, I'm talking
It's gonna make when DK sees it, it's gonna make the whole theory even more hilarious.
It's hilarious. The theory is this. Michael Jackson was trying to warn Dame Dash about his demise. His demise was hold on, Memphis Bleak. What Jay-Z just said that he's going to take over the Rock and all the possessions.
First off, D, Memphis Bleak, Stairs and Do-Rag.
Stairs and Do-Rag.
No,
the one day
no.
Hold on.
No. You forget Stairs and 538.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now I want DK. Now I want DK to know to understand something. Notice everybody has got the Rock symbol up except MJ.
Note one thing that is missing.
Also notice that MJ looks like he is.
Cameron. Yes, Cameron's missing.
No. Yeah, Cameron. No, wait. Cameron is also missing, but also understand this. Also understand that Mike looks completely over it.
He's over, man.
Just note the look on Mike's face. He is so over. He is so over. He is so over what is happening right now.
Mike knows something. See, here's the funny thing, and I always said this. I believe this on the woman of God that I follow. She said this, that God will always put people in the place for you to learn something. They're there for a reason, that type of shit, blah, 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 blah. You believe in, don't believe in it. That's not what we're talking about. Yes, Michael Jackson was a Jesus figure. I said it. Michael Jackson could actually moonwalk in the middle of the air. He just didn't want to show it off.
I mean, look, it's
that look.
I hear Chris, man, though.
No, because I mean it's right, because it was something somebody brought up today. Like, I guess was it Long Beach Griffey everybody kind of feels some way because he says a lot of, his jokes. Sometimes his jokes land, sometimes they don't. One of those things, right? Kind of like the Michael Che thing with Simone Biles. It's like the joke didn't really land for me, but whatever.
I don't even think that was a joke. I think that was like, nigga, I just threw something at the wall. I didn't make a joke.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
I
like
want to make, because Michael Che. If Mike want to say something, like, I can say something about it. Her short ass, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
but it's hilarious. Like, yeah, I'm out of line, but you were thinking it too.
But that was my thing. It's like this thing, like with Michael Che, everybody's like, oh man, Michael Che like type of person that don't hang around with a lot of black people. I'm like, based off what? Like,
you know what it's based off of? It's based off of what his humor really attracts, and that attracts a lot of neoliberals, and a lot of neoliberals love him, and a lot of neoliberals are white people or black people that want to be white. And it's so funny because all those white people somehow think they're black and they've been oppressed. Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, but anyways, like it's the whole thing with somebody being problematic. But I always sat there and said, if you actually do way more good than the bad that you do or are allegedly done, nobody really cares in the grand scheme. So Michael Jackson, regardless of whether you believe he touched those kids or not, he's made great music. He's donated a lot of money. He's done all these great things. You just get to that point where in your head, you don't care.
I'm sorry, Chris.
But you care.
No, Chris. I am so sorry. But when you've been...
I didn't say he did it. I said
no. Let me say it. When you have been proven innocent, the verdict came out not guilty on more than 13 counts of wrongdoing. I don't ever want to hear this shit again.
No, that's why
when
I'm saying if.
No, Chris, I'm sorry. Fuck a if. When you got the FBI watching your ass for the better part of a decade and they couldn't find shit, especially on a black man of all people. Don't come at me. Don't even at me.
Hey, it's the truth. And that's how I feel too. I feel that way.
I don't want to hear this shit ever again. I don't.
Now, you know what I do undercut it with, Chris? And this is just the truth. We have to realize that we are now the older men in the room. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
So here's the one thing that I will not debate with, and I will not debate with nobody who is under the age of 25 with Michael Jackson. I don't argue with you. I don't argue with you. And one main reason is this. Like, kids who were born in the year 2000, they don't know who Michael Jackson is. And you know what? That's fine. Yeah. They have no place in history to know who he was, or to be really honest with you, care. You know why I say that? Because even the grand scheme of things, I love Marvin Gaye. The fuck I know about the nigga? I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't alive when that nigga was walking. Like, what the fuck I know about him? So when kids so if any kid like, I don't bang with Michael Jackson like that because I think he touched kids, nigga, you don't know. You know what I mean?
You don't know anything.
That's why. There's no
point of arguing with them. Now, if they want to get on this little self-righteous stance and try to battle somebody, I'm sorry. Were you born when Thriller came out? No, it was. Shut the fuck up.
Oh no, that's why everybody got on old girl. That's this rapper from the DMV.
Dangerous. I will say at least dangerous.
That's why everybody got on old girl. I guess she's a rapper from this DC area that was like, man, if Paul Wall and Bubba Sparks came out now, how come they didn't get eaten up back in the 2000s? I'm like, first off, lady, like you were like 4 years. First off, you were 4 years old. First off, you were 4 years old back in the early 2000s when these guys came out. Number one. Number two, anybody from Houston will look at you, which they did. They got in their ass like, you're not from Houston, so you might want to shut the fuck up because
you know when I'm
been
also,
in there.
Yes,
you went a little too. You're still too early. You say dangerous, nah, nigga. History.
Yeah, that's a good one. History.
Also, it's like Bubba Sparks, another dude that knew his lane, and we fucks with him. What the fuck?
You know what? Here's the funny thing. I think Bubba Sparks, like I said, I thought Bubba Sparks got shitted on. I didn't like him, but I was like, why do y'all hate him? Like, what did he do? Like, did he walk around blackface one day? Nope. You know what I'm saying?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
He did. he might not have necessarily walked around in blackface, D, but he
good
did.
album, D.
No, he did put out a
Deliverance was great.
No. He
Shut
put
the fuck
out.
up, Chris.
Listen, he put out a particular song that made a lot of people say, "Yo, Bubba Stark's the shit." But then you have some people who hated on him and said, "You know what? This is his blackface song," and that was Miss New Booty.
Yeah, but at that point, that was Yin Yang Twins at their peak, so you can't really trip
that
off
that was his song. Miss New
I
Booty.
know it's his songs, but I'm saying when you put Yin Yang Twins on it, it was like, all right, fine, whatever. I can't even call that a blackface. That's just him just jumping on a trend.
I can't.
But some people
like,
did feel some sort of way about it, though.
Yeah,
It's
fuck
like,
him.
man, that's like I always question somebody when it's after your time, you really don't have nothing to say. Like that's like us, like our generation getting on, like, yeah, man, y'all in the 70s did this and that. And guess who has every right of coming right at our jaw? Niggas who are older than us.
Thank you.
We weren't walking on the earth when them niggas was going on. Like a lot of people, like as much as I can say shit about Ron Osley and younger girls, guess what I can't do? Talk shit.
Yeah,
I wasn't around when that nigga was making hits. Okay,
but it just
so I can't. You can't.
it
Really
just
do
irks
that,
me
yeah?
because I'm like, yo, lady, you could have called out some other white
Ain't-
rappers looking at you,
ain't
Kid
about-
Rock, that you could have called out, and it's like, all right,
Mm.
cool, fine.
Kid
I
Rock
get
is such low hanging fruit, though.
I know.
He's not even a rapper to me. He's just
He's
a
really
thing
not.
that happened.
But also, I
He's a
need,
thing
I
Bro,
need,
real talk. Kid Rock stopped being a rapper like 6 albums ago.
yeah, like right after his very first album, like Double
When
Dog
that
Dog, I was
mi-
like,
When that midget had a heart attack, I think
Yeah.
that's when it was over with.
Yeah, when he lost,
Dwarf. I'm sorry.
no. When he lost, let's be real. When he lost 60% of the talent of Joe C, when he lost him, any chance of him coming back being a rapper was definitely
The
gone.
soul of hip hop disappeared with Joe C.
I mean,
That is so fucking
I just need,
sad, isn't it? That's
I
actually
just-
really sad.
I just need us as black folks
The
to stop.
King Duck. Fuck
Yeah, I
you.
mean, but it's like my
King
thing.
Duck, Duck
Duck
King.
King.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My
the
thing is
Duck
just
King.
like I don't
Put
like
that
how
on that nigga.
I don't like how there's a segment of black folks that act too cool for school. Like, I never listened to Kid Rock. I'm like, bullshit. I will proudly say that I at one point knew the lyrics to Ball with the Ball verbatim and shit. I don't know it now, but like I
I'm
knew it
like-
at the time.
I would
Hey,
be
look,
that.
look.
I would be that.
I
guy
mean,
who
come
had his-
on.
wanted them to say
Listen,
that.
I would be that guy who had his first album.
Yeah, I
I
did
did
too.
want them to say it because I knew a bunch of you 5-year-olds hopping to your mama's table. My name is Ken.
It's like you don't have to like nobody is saying that if you fuck with them in the early 2000s, you fuck with them now. None of us fuck with Kid Rock now.
No,
Hell
of
no.
course not.
No, but
man,
there,
them
but there
motherfuckers
was
diseased.
there was some of us who had like a 16-year-old brother who who just happened to be listening to You Keep On and early morning Stone Pimp.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you knew that. It's like, yo, we fuck with Limp Bizkit, and just like everybody else, after Chocolate Starfish, we did not give two fucks about him after that.
You know what? The thing that get me is that everybody asked me a good question. Like,
God, what was that album that came out after Chocolate Starfish? I mean, nobody cared.
What's the name of that joke?
No.
I
I'm not
remember-
asking. No, D. I'm not asking what's the name of it because nobody knows. I'm asking what was that album? Period. Like what
Do you
was
remember the
this?
single?
Results
Do you
may
remember the
vary.
single?
Results may
Do
vary.
you remember the single from there where Fred Durst directed the video?
Yeah, and it was
he made
him running down a hallway or something.
Yeah, and he made it way too deep, and nobody requested that shit on TRL.
No
that
one.
was so hilarious. I knew his
Eat
career
You
was
Alive.
done.
that's the song from
look.
yeah, Eat You Alive. That's
And
the one.
never knows when you ever coming back.
No,
That's
no. That's on Chocolate Starfish. Eat You Alive is on Results May Vary, and that was the one.
God.
Yeah, that was the one that everybody was like, "The fuck is this shit?"
You
Like
know
what
man?
happened? Like what? Like Mr.
Also,
Durst.
times changed with the music too. That's the other
Times did change.
Yeah.
Because
I think,
because you know what's so sad? Fred Durst with Limp Bizkit tried to keep up that image that they had post 9/11 and nobody wanted to hear it.
what happened was, and I hate to tell this to anybody, rock and roll got lapped by hip hop. And they didn't. And what happened was they didn't realize it until about 2003, where all the acts had to have a start. Well, all the real pop acts of the rockers started having rap cadence all of a sudden they started rapping or having something like that. You know who the biggest
Actually,
lamest
crunk music is what kind of really just took it all over. It's like, oh shit.
and
Okay.
I will never forget somebody on DC 101, and I hope it wasn't one of the motherfuckers that still work there. One of these motherfuckers had the goddamn gall to go like, my gym class heroes are gonna bring back rock and roll. If you don't, yo, monkey ass, that I hated gym class heroes.
They
Gym
had
Class
one
Heroes,
goddamn 2 songs actually,
You know
and that's
what?
it.
And Angie acts like, D, why you hate gym class heroes so much? Like, I don't hate them as so much. I don't hate their music. Why? Because they make music for kids who are half black. They don't make it for me.
Well, the lead singer was half black, so
Hey Gaddafi, I agree and disagree with you at the same time. This man writes down. This man says Fred Durst is like a real life version of Mystic Spiral from Daria.
Fred Durst is the lucky version of Trent. He's the
First
lucky
of all,
version.
and let me explain why I agree with you. I agree with where you're going, like where you're coming from, Gaddafi. But here's where I disagree. See, Fred Durst actually had a successful album.
multiple successful
albums. But see, I wasn't even going to try to stunt that hard and say multiple. I'm just going to say he at least had one. Mystic Spiral didn't even go anywhere.
Yeah, we was thinking about changing the name.
Now Fred Durst just looks like
better.
Now Fred Durst looks like he marched on like January 6th and shit.
I think you got that a little wrong. We're actually thinking about changing the name.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No.
I got rehearsal.
Oh, dude, we were supposed to do it yesterday. Oh, well. Yo, that nigga was such low energy. One of these motherfuckers ain't cheese sticks. That nigga was so low energy.
Your boy Trent.
My man Trent. Trent was a motherfucker. I'm gonna be real with you. Trent was a dude that boxed out of his weight class with chicks so much. That was a dude that had the baddest bitches, man.
I have to show this because this is hilarious.
What is that?
Is that Fred Durst? That is Fred Durst right now.
Look at Fred Durst.
It's a shell of his former self, man. He is
a shell. Look, obviously. Like
a D. Is that cheese? Yeah, I know it's cheese stick.
I see the tattoos. He's actually keeping up his youth. Avoiding that, he's probably been taking meth too. It's like I don't know. Look, Fred looks like a dude that takes off his shirt.
That went vegan.
Shut the fuck up. Fred looks like a nigga that takes off his shirt a lot, and it's like, Fred, stop, man.
I do like the fact that he graduated that red cap and went to a white cap, considering how there's already a red cap that's more known than his.
I just like how he looks like the one hallway monitor. Hey kid, slow your ass down. All right, Mr. Durst. And you only respect him because he got tattoos and shit.
I mean, at one point he was streaming Call of Duty on Twitch, and then he just stopped cold turkey.
You know what? Good for him, man. Good for.
I find that hilarious too. That a lot of celebrities that do that, when they do their thing on Twitch, they got like a nice little stint, and then they just evaporate.
Soulja Boy is the only one that's been consistent with it.
Shout outs. No, freaking J Muse, he's been very consistent, and T-Pain's been consistent.
Well, T-Pain's whole industry is surrounding streaming, so yeah.
I know, but I'm also giving a lot of credit to Mr. Muse, J Muse.
I'm actually shocked. His been going very well. You know what I mean? Strong.
Who, Jay?
Yeah, man.
Dude, first of all, when you are a stoner, there are two games that you need to. I'm sorry, there are two games that you have to play as a stoner. That's Among Us and Fortnite.
Yeah, Among Us is like if you get some.
Don't put that on those weed smokers.
Oh yes, I am. I'm putting that all. D. Hey, D. Look at me. This is me putting it on you. On you, weed smokers. There you go. Sit on it.
Who else? Like you said, Among Us and what else?
I said Among Us and Fortnite.
Fortnite is a weed thing.
It is. It's a total stoner game, and you know it.
He's right.
Stoner game.
It is.
to me, it's a bunch of teenagers that like
It's
themselves, nigga.
Listen,
I don't
it's
know.
teenagers and it's stoners who want to have something to do. They were like, "Oh shit,
The
I can
real
build.
stoner game.
I can like,
real stoner
no, oh
game.
shit, I could build stuff."
Yeah, the real stoner game. Shut the fuck up. That's every stoner game. But look, the real shit, the real stoner game, nigga, it's actually Call of Duty, and Call of Duty, Halo, and I am not kidding you. Not the sports games. Ironically, you think it would be the sports games. You think it would be the racing games. Nope.
I mean, I ain't
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, look.
Animal Crossing? Nah, I don't.
Nigga.
Yeah, a lot of chicks
Stoner
be on.
City,
a lot
nigga.
of stoners be on there. Like this one chick, she
Animal Crossing.
she be- she
Wait, gentlemen, stop real quick. Gaddafi, what the fuck are you talking about? BlazBlue does not. BlazBlue takes way too much thinking to be a stoner game.
too many colors.
No,
There's way too many colors.
All right. As a nigga that gets
There's way too many colors, way too many combos.
It's not true. It's not true. Stop being funny.
No, you see, you tell me to stop being funny.
funny.
You tell me to stop being funny. I'm about to tell you, name 3 characters.
What, Blaze Blue?
Yes.
All right, there was the blonde one.
I said name, not describe.
Shut up. There's the blonde one's brother. I like how that was the obvious segment. Is the blonde one's brother.
Blaze Blue, aka the fucking little brother to fucking Guilty Gear. Obvious as
Exactly.
it fucking was.
You can say something, nigga.
Oh, I didn't know you was laughing at that, nigga.
only ones I knew from Blaze Blue was it Ragna, Tager, and I think Noelle. That's the chick with the 2 guns. That's the only 3 I really know. Oh, and Bang, the fucking ninja.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Ragna, Taokaka, Lychee, Jin,
Yeah. So
and Tager.
Yeah, Tager. Tager, aka not Potemkin.
But still does stupid damage.
It's like for no fucking reason. All right, let's start this as soon as D gets off mute.
Let's go, baby.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. If you look at the picture right behind me, American Psycho. And if you look at the picture behind us, it's the infamous moment where, he's fucking banging out 2 women to Susu Studio.
The meme.
The meme of the month. It's American Psycho. I have to start this off by asking one question and stuff. Being dead serious, because I think this is kind of it's the ethos of the podcast and stuff. The black perspective sometimes with these type of movies and stuff. Do you think this movie would work if old boy was a black person? I asked that only because there was a line that he was telling his girlfriend where she was like, "Well, why don't you quit your job?" And he said, "I want to belong." And that sounds like something.
I'm trying to fit in.
Yeah, I'm trying to fit in. That sounds like
something.
That sounds like something a black person in that kind of like that job field would say.
You can do a really, really smart. I don't know about. It would have to be a different whole. It had to be a whole different story. It wouldn't have to be American Psycho. It had to be a different take at it.
Okay.
And I think there are ways you can do it. I definitely think there are ways you can do it.
Listen,
it won't be just.
Yeah, I ain't saying beat for beat, but just in the realm of doing something like this.
No, I'm gonna be that guy. You can do it with a black lead. It can be done.
I mean, like I said, it can be done. But you're gonna have to change the story.
No, D, I disagree. Keep it. Do it. And you want to know why I say that? Because I want whoever's gonna direct, produce, write, whatever. I want you to be that driving force in stepping clear the fuck outside of the safe space that Hollywood is so comfortable being in, where they're so damn pissed scared to take one step outside the box of creativity just for the sake of, oh, let's do this because it's the safe thing, or we know this is going to put butts in seats because we love money. No, if like, and I'm speaking on this purely for the sake of art.
Yeah, because I only say
that. So that said, fucking do it.
Yeah, I only say that because, like I said, he wanted to fit in and all that stuff, and I like that aspect. It's like I could see a black person in that position, like really, like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing this and stuff. So
you can, but in the case of and that was the whole point of this movie. It was about yuppie lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it was about keeping up. It was about keeping up with everything. The everything about it, from him putting on makeup every day, for him doing sit-ups every day, from what glasses he wore to the suit he wore. If you notice something,
The power of perception is a mother in this movie.
And you've noticed something, even though he said he has all those different things on him, he looks like everybody else.
Yeah, he did.
Exactly like everybody else. Everybody had the same slick back haircut. Some of the guys with the same haircut, including the fact that Jared Leto, hey, Habersham, that's not my name, but him and Habersham look kind of
Exactly
like each other.
They looked alike, except for the fact that Christian Bale clearly had the better haircut.
And clearly, just be honest with you, the better acting as well.
The better acting.
And the one thing that's the most important line in the whole movie. I want to fit in. That's you keep that in the back of your mind, even with your theory of did he do it or not do it, it still plays a whole kind of way you see the fucking movie. You know what I mean? So that's what I really love about this movie, man. It's just that aspect. You can do that with a black person.
Hey, Chris, just mute. If you gotta move.
My bad.
Let's say if you gotta move the mic, my dude, just mute.
My bad. Sorry.
Do you have to, sir?
All right. We're good. Nah, but it was just the thought crossed my mind when I was watching it because like Patrick Bateman, this guy is just he is thorough. The workout. This guy wears a freaking one of those little ice, the little
he wears
face
the
mask.
ice, like the ice pack face mask.
Yeah, ice pack face mask, doing sit-ups and shit. I do crunches. I could do 100 now. It's so great. I'm like, this guy is just like the single life. And even right down to, God, this is so old school, when you can call up for a prostitute on a phone number.
I'm gonna say you probably still can do that.
But most people just do it online, and that's it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
they probably do it online. They probably do it online, but you know what? Hey, no digital footprint. You call
that's what I'm saying. But even the way that he called it and broke down the type of chick he wanted and everything, that's way different to just go online and be like, yeah, let's go with that chick. You know.
So which is worse? Which is worse?
I cannot stress this enough. I specifically want blonde.
He gets a dirty blonde.
And he gets a dirty blonde chick.
The look of disgust on his face. The look of disgust on his face, like
you could tell that order. You could tell the person that he was dealing with worked at Popeyes and not Chick-fil-A.
Man.
Only reason I'm making that face is because I'm standing for my side on this one. But what the fuck Popeyes do now?
They serve some bomb ass nuggets now. No, but also
I said home like what? I'm enjoying the podcast.
But heavy rolling is like the first time he gets the prostitute on the road, she's all gung ho, like, oh shit, this motherfucker give me some money tonight. All right, cool.
I think any prostitute a ball full of money in a limousine, like, all right, cool. I'll let him put in my booty hole. Let's do it.
First of all, you're accepting money from a super yuppie white guy in a limousine, and you're working the emptiest corner on planet Earth.
Man. The
black
of corners.
The black hook and the ugly ass transvestite. Girl, you better not go in there. That nigga about to rape you. You better not go in there.
You might think D is for saying that, but that's the 80s.
He too pretty, girl. Don't go in there. That nigga went in there. He's stupid as shit.
What you don't know is we go back in time to the 80s. That's like the corner of South Capitol Street in DC at one point.
Do you know how many of them, man? Anyway.
No, but the second time when she kissed her, she has
real quick. Shout out to my pops and telling me at 9 years old the stories about them nasty ass white men.
But the second time he propositions the chick, she has a look of disgust on her face, like, ugh, I gotta go to this guy again. And I'm like, I guess I get it.
No, bitch.
Yeah,
I did say that the first time. Like, you could just say no. But then again, I thought to myself, is this all in his head, or did he really like maim a hooker? Like really? Yeah.
I mean, but that's the movie, ain't it? It's like, is it everything that's happening to him all in his head? You know, like, is him, like the whole aspect of him killing Paul Allen? You start to wonder, well, was Patrick Paul Allen the whole time?
And that's what I thought was he like that. Like at one point, not even even the whole time. Like, did he really kill him? Like, wait a minute, did you kill him? Because I remember when he dragged him downstairs and there was a trail of blood. And as soon as he went out the hotel, there was no trail of blood at all.
Yeah, you notice that the trailer wasn't in the hotel room.
Now you could probably say that was a goof. Oh, that was a goof. No, it wasn't. Not at all. Not in a movie like this. No.
Hell
that
no.
wasn't no damn goof. You know what that was? That was either a mislead or a direct tale of what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I would say it was one of those two, like one of those things, because
it felt kind of
like because
middle, didn't it?
It did, but when you look at everything that he went, like everything that Bateman goes through, especially by the end of the movie, when this man takes a trip all the way up to the World Trade Center, calls his lawyer,
got helicopters flying around, shot at 5 cops and shit. I'm like, whoa.
First of all, wait, hold on, Chris. First of all, how are you just gonna pull out a regular ass pistol and have the innate ability to cause 2 police cars to blow up?
I love the look on
shot over
face.
here.
Didn't you
fucking dead shot.
No, and the legit look on his face, like,
nigga, what?
What?
Seriously?
Dead shot over here,
that?
just like bye bye.
Wait. Hold on. 4 cops, one of me. These 4 motherfuckers right here all shot at me, all fired bullets. I didn't get hit once. Better yet, I ran out of cover and pointed my gun and one shot at everybody.
They fresh out the academy
and blew up a car at the set. No, blew up both cars at it.
They fresh out the
academy. And I still didn't empty the clip. And I still didn't even empty the clip. Now I'm starting to question: did I really do this shit or no?
Well, I mean, you saw his psychologist at the restaurant look him dead in his eye, like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I just talked to Paul Allen just the other day.
That wasn't a psychologist. That was his lawyer. That was his
lawyer. His lawyer.
And that's the thing. Like, I got to say one thing what Eris is saying. Shout out to the director for what she did with that shit. But real talk, fuck you. Maybe that was in his head. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he did do that. Fuck you. He blew up 2 cars.
Well, I mean,
the fact that you blew. No, the fact that you.
Shut up. You can't say that.
D. The fact that somewhere in that clip was 2 magic bullets to blow up cop cars.
Who knew that nigga had a caster shell in one of them motherfuckers?
I will say the most realistic scene.
Gene Starr went on a motherfucker with that shit. Like, how the hell?
Who knew that he would see Wanted? Like several.
Shoot this motherfucker.
No. Who knew that he would see Wanted several years before it even existed and learn how to just whip a freaking bullet?
Dominic Toretto with a shotgun aiming at a helicopter.
Nah. That movie that he was in where they did Gunkata.
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. He put
literally 2 years later.
To this day,
I'm sorry.
Gunkata all the way.
Gunkata is just as stupid as Jim Kata. I don't understand it all. I really don't.
The difference is that we'll be visiting Jim Kata this is it next month or this month? I think it's next month.
All I'm saying is this. The realistic thing about this movie, getting racial, him murdering that black dude and nobody gave a shit. That's pretty realistic.
That was a tale for me though. Like, wait a minute. He killed somebody that doesn't
kill the dog. I feel some way about
that's what I'm saying.
No, see, that's what that is what solidifies him as villain. See, him killing the black guy.
Par for the course of the
80s. No, Chris, stop going for your go-to line. All right, damn it, stop going for a par for the course.
Stop going for the 80s, nigga.
Him killing the black guy. Yeah, I mean, it's fucked up. When you kill the black guy, when you kill the homeless man's dog, nigga, you are villain. You are officially villain.
The dog looked at him when he stabbed the homeless guy like, nigga, what are you doing? I didn't want to be here.
First of all, you triple tapped the dog by stomping him out 3 times.
First off, you counted.
Yes,
I didn't count. I just heard whimpers. I'm like, God damn, he's dead.
I thought it was only going to be 1 good stomp. No, he went back for seconds and thirds.
See, that's what that got me. I knew that was a tale because something didn't match. Like, why did the black guy, he probably did kill the black guy. Why? Because nobody would run to him in that type of world. He doesn't belong in that world. And no cops are going to look for him to do a crime like that. Come on, man. He can get away with that. He can be a psychopath. He can be as violent as he wants to be to women, and he can be as violent as he wants to against black people or people not his same stature, same class, whatever. And he can just fucking do what he wants to. It's a little bit subtle, but guess what? I get the fucking message. He's a fucking psychopath, like a lot of motherfuckers.
My dude,
Gaddafi, I fucking hate you.
He whipped a nade and bulldog.
No. Worse. He did an A-town stomp on the dog.
Nigga.
I am so done with you.
No, look. Listen. If we don't give a damn, y'all don't give a fuck.
Dude, if my dude is out here fucking his best friend.
Gaddafi. Look, I'm sorry, Chris. Look, Gaddafi. I'm not gonna sit here and let you tell me that Bale did a freaking Alex was it charge down and up freaking kick from third strike, okay?
Yes, the fucking
I mean just the fact that like
now
I feel the way
Anyway, go ahead.
I feel the way freaking Patrick explains hip to be square. That's Eric's explaining to me and D about fucking synthwave every time. Like, come on, guys, synthwave. You know, back in 1996.
Hip to be square.
No, I'm just saying that is you to the T.
No.
It's just synthwave. Just add in synthwave and we're good. We're golden.
No, see the irony was when he was talking about Huey Lewis in the News first album, and he said I was never a fan of it. It just felt a little too new wave for me.
But then he tells the cop it sounds too urban for him. I'm like, wow, my dude, too urban. Like, goddamn. Like,
wait a minute, what was too urban for him?
When he asked him about Huey Lewis in the News later on.
Oh yeah. When he asked the phone, yeah.
Too black. He said it's too black. That's what he said.
Yeah, something like that.
I was like, wow, that's like a 180 from how you were fucking talking to Paul earlier about. Actually, dude, he was talking to the prostitutes about that shit, and
when he talked to the prostitutes, at that point, I'm like, okay, this is me. This is like matter of fact. Every time Christian Bale was is describing any music in this movie, I
already know
it's me. Like
that's you.
Like, do you understand?
It's definitely me.
Like, do you understand what happened during this time? You see, Bobby Brown was in a state of confusion. Stephanie, won't you get on your all fours? You see, the problem with all Bobby Brown was he had to release himself to the people and let him know what he wanted to do. See, step by step, that was just the first step for him.
No, wait, wait, D, hold on. D, I got you. See, first of all, every little step, that was just the beginning. Samantha, make sure you get directly in her asshole.
Listen to the brilliant ensemble of them playing. You can practically hear every nuance. Remove your dress, ma'am. Please remove it right now.
This is Rock With You is an amazing, like an amazing song from Bobby. You could tell he was really in his feelings. Do me a favor, take off all your clothes and do a sexy dance for me. And then he really took it home with Roni. So then, wait, hold on. Then I make it worse, right? So then I go over to the CD player and I change the track to I'll Be Good, right? Off of that same album, because you got to keep it within the times. So you keep it. So you click it over to I'll Be Good to You from Bobby, and then that's when you proceed to just smash both parties' guts to smithereens.
Look, everything in that scene is what every dude dreams of. Dreams of what has or
no matter how pitiful the dick stroke was,
Now, full disclosure, I eternally think that during sex. I ain't gonna lie, we all have.
Chris,
I think we all have.
You Scott Steiner during sex a lot.
Yes.
You have. You know you have. Don't let there be a glimpse of you. God help you, because you start doing shit. You start doing ultra shit.
Start looking like gold dust. Like,
wait, hold up. Wait, hold on. Gaddafi says, agree or disagree. Carpenter Brute is synthwave for guys who listen to Donovan Sharp while playing Doom.
That is.
Okay, hold on.
That
As someone who particularly listens to Carpenter Brute, I will agree with you, Gaddafi, but I'm gonna throw a stronger one out for you, and that's called Dance with the Dead. Moving on to the next part. Yes, we all flex, do something. We all do we have all done that bit that Christian Bale has done in American Psycho.
Him doing it to the studio is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, that song is just
having sex to that song.
No, D, because as much as you were throwing the clips in the group chat, like between me and Chris, I know for a fact that when it got to that part, you told your wife, Angie, this is Eris having sex with his woman right now.
No, because Angie knows the sad truth like every woman. I bet this nigga doing some little move, Indy. All right, I better act like it's good.
Don't do that. No, that's the nightmare. You just nightmare fueled every man listener. Like, does my woman do that?
No,
No.
It's just the fact that
doing that and it hurt.
No,
you think it's good.
No, D. I'm just saying the fact that he used Susudio as the sex track.
Oh my God!
That's, like I said, Eris. I mean it. God forbid your jam comes on when you're in mid-stroke. I say that about everybody. For real talk, if I'm ever having sex and Britney's Give Me More comes on, your guts is done. No, this match. It's Britney, bitch. It's over.
All of a sudden, I'm sitting up there yelling, Siri, play Susudio. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's over. Yo. Just imagine that shit. Chris is like, damn, nigga, this is some regular sex. Oh, really? Hey, Siri. No, Chris. Hey, Siri. You like, yes, Big Daddy.
Play Hotline Bling.
I'm just about to say that shit. Play Hotline. like this. You about to be a ping pong.
I would be worse. Number one, I would be hack happy enough to not say Siri or the A word Alexa. Instead, I would say Jarvis. Yes, I would program it to answer the Jarvis.
I like how Eric said the A word because he was going to activate his his one right now.
I would be like Jarvis, play hot nigga.
Hot nigga in the middle sex.
It's like I need to hear the sound of somebody literally snitching on themselves mid-stroke.
About a week ago.
And then D, you already know the line. You already know the line to say whenever you're about to reach that full climax. Well, as soon as you're about to bust, you have to say the line, which is "Let it rip."
I mean, and then you know what it was?
Why the fuck you banging her and you put your foot on? You know that move that every nigga does when they put the foot up. Why you do that? It's like a slam move. She's like, oh my God, what's happening? And then the week ago line comes up, and all of a sudden you just see a motherfucking Mets fitted just fall in front of her.
See, this is exactly why I will never, ever in the history of my whole life will record myself having sex because I don't need I don't need that imagery.
Oh my God! This nigga, at first.
No, Chris. This is what you do. You do it. You watch it one time with your girl, and then you immediately delete it.
Sir. First off, I'd be looking at that shit like a high school coach as game taping shit in the dark by myself, not with the girl, by myself. To be like, all right, I could have positioned her a little bit there.
It's like,
it's interesting.
Hey D, come in here real quick. Look at this. That was the problem, Chris. What you did was wrong. See, look at the left side. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
Notice her cheek is hovering off the bed. You need to have it on the bed.
Yeah, and see, I think there should be more comfort on her on her backside. The reason why I say that because when they're lying down like that, right off at the end of all this, like, yeah, that was pretty good. Hey, yo, Chris. Also, I got to say this was a pretty interesting time of seeing your penis for the first time. So
at that point,
hey Chris, I slowly lean over and go. So you see right here, Chris? That's why you got tired too quick.
That's why.
At that point,
I told him that too.
at that point, it's like, well, since these two guys see, I guess X videos needs to have it up there. So let me put this on X videos.
Like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, champ. I'm like, whoa, champ. What are you doing?
You want somebody to see this? You put this on UJizz and leave it alone.
You put this on Homegrown Freak and call it a day, my nigga.
It's like UJizz where nobody goes to and sees it.
I had to pick a random site. You still around.
No, I picked I said Homegrown Freaks.
Homegrown Freaks. That's still a thing. Yeah,
yes, it is.
It is.
Actually, fucking.
That's where videos go to die. Okay.
Actually, fucking. I want to monetize my shit. Let me go to YouPorn and fucking and monetize my shit.
No, Chris. Here's how you make it better. You put your shit in the middle.
My Pornhub, my bad.
No. I'm saying you put it in a compilation of like well-known clips. Let it be that one clip.
It's like all these videos are fire, but this quality.
Let it be that one clip. Let it be that one clip. Everybody's gonna be like, no. Let it be that one. Let it be that one clip. Right? You look at the comment section. Someone's gonna be like, "Hey, at 25:38, who was that?"
Hey man, look, dog. I like all your videos. They bomb because they all Jada Fire. But why always turns to this other skinny ass nigga in the middle of the motherfucker?
Oh my god! But it's just like
why that niggas. Hold up, like you know, no. There's hey D. There's homeboy who always be smashing chicks with his Timbs on. Why this man got to be rocking his glasses though?
I mean, man, look, you can't see the pussy, nigga. You blind ass nigga. You blind ass bitch. Look, I love X video because then there's this conga line, gay nigga, gay.
Actually, it'd be one DMV dude that'd be like, damn, no flight posits? God damn. All right, cool.
Hey, yo, why you? Here's my goofy ass that always do this, and I say this to anybody. I'm not telling you what my name is.
Is that a Green Ranger helmet in the background?
Yeah, I was going to say something. No, I'm not going to tell anybody what my name is. He's like this. I ain't going to tell anybody what my name is on X video. But if you see one with if you see one with your boy JoJo, we look like, woo, that's D. But anyway, why the fuck? The only reason why you keep it up there, Chris, is this reason. See what that says? Ooh, I like that dick. See, you talk about me. So yeah, as a proof of the pudding, I told you this was good research. Been here for 4 years, man. Take it down, bro.
No, but it's like that. But that's what wild me out about the whole sex scene is like he did it, and if he still felt very unfulfilled, like it happened, and that was it.
Yeah, because he's like I don't understand. Like, well, I think sex is just sex. Because right after that, there had to be more pleasure for him, which was him taking that iron rod to a girl's back and just burning her. I'm guessing that's what he did.
I think he did.
He took that wire hanger,
branded her.
No, this is the best way of saying it. It's the most funniest way of saying it. And this y'all can say we're problematic. I don't care. He Crenshaw Pete'd her.
Yes, he did. I like how he paused. I like how he
good old Crenshaw Pete.
But I like how he paused for a second when it was like, well, we're trying to go, and he's like, he just looked over, and you just see the wire hanger in his hand. And then it just kept another scene. I was like,
we're not done yet. I was like, oh God, he's about to King Joffrey her in the yo, Eris. How did you like your boy Patrick taking the coat hanger out and giving her the old Crenshaw Pete?
Son, when I saw the coat hanger and I was like, yo, is he really about to give it a Crenshaw Pete?
Oh God, if you want to know what it is, I'm not going to repeat the lie because Michael John White has done it the best way ever. So all I gotta say is Chris Shaw Pete with the
hot ass coat hangers.
Is that what you want, bitch?
I mean, I do.
Hold on, and Chris, your favorite part of the whole movie: the stairs and that stare to the
like.
Honeybee looking over like, did that just fucking happen? Like,
Black Dynamite, you okay, man? It was like, yeah, he went back.
And branded him and then paid him out the door. Like, here's some money. Don't complain.
And I like how that one girl just took her money at the end, like, fuck you, just ran off. And I'm thinking to myself, no, that's the last time they're gonna show up.
No, the best part though. Is that it? Like, are we done here? We're not done yet.
Imagine laying on 1,000 thread sheets and complaining about whether you should stay in that bed or not.
I know.
When you're sitting here contemplating life choices.
I like the fact that my man, but still, Eris, we did not explain that the best line. Don't just stare at an asshole. Eat it.
Yeah. Don't stare at her asshole. Eat it.
Patrick Bateman, the originator of ass eating.
No, the originator of ass eating is actually Asmoeatidus.
Also,
of the Bengal water travels.
But another scene that had me rolling though was the fucking when they're all at the restaurant and they're busting out the fucking business cards and stuff, and he's just detailing on how it's made of bamboo.
And that's the thing I noticed too, man. I had to get this noticed too, because the motherfucker, if you notice, I said notice like 80 times. But the one thing that he did was he obsessed over shit that meant nothing. It would be little things. Good example was the music. The music, if you see him listening to music, he didn't have a happy look on his face. He was sitting there like he was studying the damn music. Mm-hmm. So when he starts talking to people about, let's just be real, I love Whitney Houston, but yeah, you were part of the 80s. It was a lot of vapid ass music. It's vapid ass music. But he's sitting there like, do you hear the emotions in her voice? Like the greatest love of all.
Well, even
it's like he's over analyzing something that people
the best part of that deed was, they couldn't get the clearance, so they used the instrumental cover.
Well, not even that. Like, even beyond just the music, like he says things that he thinks people want to hear. Like when they're talking about Sri Lanka, right? And then it was like, well, come on, Bryce, what's more important than Sri Lanka? And he's like, well, we're going to have to end apartheid for one and slow down the nuclear arms race and stop terrorism. I'm like, that's the type of answer that you give if you're running for president or some shit.
Exactly. It was very robotic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like,
it was definitely robotic.
What you thought everybody wanted.
Got to promote equal rights for black people. Racial discrimination needs to go. Civil rights. And I was like, he doesn't look like somebody that cares about civil rights, because he turns around and looks at the homeless dude like, well, why are you homeless? Get off your ass and get to work. And I'm like,
hold on, because he said all that, like you said, because it appeared to be the right thing to say. Mm-hmm. Also, remember, going back to your favorite line, Chris, I want to fit in.
Yeah, exactly. You're saying somebody that is bending their whole will to be like everybody else, or at least to be liked by everybody. His answer was very neutral, because even if everybody in that room don't want to stop apartheid, probably two of them do. Yeah. Even if everybody don't want to disagree with the nuclear arms race, they then switch around. A couple of them don't. Notice he says these answers that people generally were like, okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, see. He's very learned. Did you dig deep on what he thinks about them?
Nope.
Did you? No, you didn't. He just said what you wanted to fucking hear, and the conversation kept moving. Like he did. Like that's all his life was, and that's why he kind of snapped. It kind of snapped, Actually, I think that was the only reason why he did.
No, that was definitely why he snapped, because you saw how old boy was back to talking about fucking dinner reservations again, and he's like, you have nothing, constructive to bring to this conversation. It's always the fucking dinner reservations with you, isn't it? Like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Good day, sir.
My man he went to the bathroom and he was about to choke out old boy, right?
And that's another theory that everybody likes. Now, here's the funny thing. I love what the author of the movie said, author of the book said, who is gay. He said, if I made Patrick gay, but if I made him gay, everybody would have known, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody would have known it would have been just like me putting myself into the movie type of thing. Like, nope, the whole meaning of American Psycho would have took a whole different meaning if he was gay. Stop. That's not the point. Yeah. He wasn't gay. Now, that being said, he did kind of like, I see what y'all see, though.
I mean, I remember at one
because he did freak the fuck out. I think it was just more so that he got caught in the act and he was like, oh my God, wait a minute. Oh my God, somebody's going to. He was like waiting for like the hammer of Damocles to come down on him, but it didn't. Life moved on.
Well, I mean, that was the big thing about that was the big thing.
That's how it worked. That's how everything was for him.
But I mean, that was a big theme in the movie too. Is like white privilege. Like he's living this big yuppie white lifestyle, and no matter what he did, it's like him shooting the janitor inside the building, and nobody said shit, which was fucking hilarious.
I love that shot.
Like him shooting the old white guard. No,
that was awesome.
Not the security guard. Him shooting the old white lady because she saw him trying to put a cat through an ATM feeder.
I'm just saying, every day you see Batman going a Joker type run, isn't it? like,
bro, it turned into 66 Batman. The only thing that was missing was woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. You know,
actually, no, but
I'm at the Gotham Club.
Let me tell you something. Seeing his inner monologue come to life when he's killing prostitutes, random people, and all that shit. Seeing all of that happen, it really made me look at his audio outburst on the set of Terminator Salvation. It really made me go, "Oh, so he brought Bateman to life on set."
Okay. True to life.
I like how this motherfucker. Every time
he's about 9 years late, but here he is.
And someone was telling me that this nigga was going to end up killing the hooker for one main reason, because that sex looked like it was lame as shit, man. No, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, white people. When there's a saxophone music playing of a cover of an R&B song, y'all about to have some lame ass sex. Y'all about to have some lame ass sex. I'm just going to be.
I mean, I wasn't really a fan of like him.
It's going to be the CVS Coca-Cola version of sex. Okay.
I need to feel like I'm free during sex. I'm sorry, I felt some way that he had his damn work shirt on while he's having sex. It's just like, nah, bro, take the shirt off, man. Like
the work shirt, nigga, he didn't even take the tie off.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I gotta feel comfortable, man. I can't have a tie in it. No, I need freedom or something, man.
I'm like, yo, Bateman, did you even take your pants off, sir?
Oh, he took the pants off.
It's wiki time.
No. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the scene of him smashing Samantha Mathis.
That
twice actually.
Twice.
I like how Samantha Mathis had what I like to call hurry up and fuck me sex, or at least that's how it looks when you drugged up. Because it was like,
that was his boy's girl too. Because his boy was just telling her.
Done?
His boy was telling her, yeah, just take my girl out to a restaurant. I ain't gonna be able to do it, and he's banging her out. Like, well, you're gonna get married to him, right? Yeah, I guess.
I like Samantha Mathis. Just really like she was just like yeah.
She was like the most narcoleptic date ever.
I like how. Go ahead.
No, I like how he duped her into thinking they were going to go to one restaurant and they went to another.
Dorcia.
Yeah, and like I said, she's already out of it because of the pills that she took, so she don't even fucking know. She's just there for the food, whatever, not giving a shit. And you saw the restaurant name, and I'm like, son of a bitch. He was just telling her all the food there. I was like, dude, that is wow.
Everything was also, this whole movie was a fuck you to consumerism, or at least the yuppie lifestyle.
It was
buying so much shit. Even though real talk, the Walkmans he had on, they're cheap ass Walkmans when you think about it. But in the 80s,
great.
Those were Cadillacs.
Okay,
those were Cadillacs on the ears, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, gentlemen, I have a very dangerous drinking game for you guys.
Ooh.
Okay.
So for everyone listening to this podcast, please do me a favor. the drink of your choice. I'm not giving you a specific drink, so it can be whatever drink you want. Every time you hear the word reservation, please take a sip.
And here's the thing. All right, so was there something about eating? Yes, it was. If you notice all the places they went to, it didn't matter. It was just that I had a seat there.
Yeah.
I like how the one dude laughed at his ass over the phone.
I get two.
Can I get for two? And he just started dying laughing like, you serious? You serious?
The 80s was great because you can't do that now. You do that now. I'm suing you for laughing at me.
No, it's more D is more like meet me at Temecula. They about to roll up there and fucking throw fit hands on your ass.
Why won't you let me get a seat on? Why would you let me give me a seat? Why would you let me get a seat here for 3 people on a Sunday afternoon
after church,
right beside the church, and there's an old folks convention in town? How fucking dare you?
Gaddafi, no, you cannot do this with weed because number one, you're going to get too damn greedy. Number two, the reason why I said use a drink is because by the time you get through this damn movie, you're going to be sick of drinking.
Why would you want to hit? And also, man, as a dude that smokes weed, why would you hit a bowl that fucking much, nigga?
And on top of that, you're gonna hit the shit so much that you're gonna forget to take the damn hit when the movie tells you to.
Also, as a person that loves weed, you can clock out on weed. Don't do that, man. Marijuana loves you. She wants to slowly molest you, let you be high for a few hours, then hit another J. That's how you do it.
That is the power. The true power of weed. It is supposed to entertain your mind while tickling your balls at the same time.
Yes. Now, alcohol just wants to hurt you and tell you that your dad raped you. That's how.
Which is why I said the drink of your choice. It does not have to be alcohol. It could be anything.
It could be anything. But here's the thing about that. That's the thing that kind of trips me out about it. Like every reservation didn't fucking matter because remember the gay dude picked up the shrimp and I was like, ugh, who's gonna eat that?
And you know something else that was really wild about the 80s that I thought was really crazy. So they go to the new wave clubs, right?
You are an obsession.
And while they're in the new wave club, they're doing coke in the bathroom.
Love it.
Like each stall has pre-made lines of coke.
I love the 80s.
The 80s was something else, man.
Because it was
sometimes I swear I feel like we were born way too late.
Well, see, let me stop you.
Again, I see all the guys that are still addicted to coke. Nah, exactly. I think we jumped over that mushroom just at the right time.
Let me stop you right there because I would say
the exchange. That was a collapse. 9/11. But look, we jumped away from that.
I would say about circa 6 years ago, apparently some people at a certain convention were trying to bring the 80s back in the bathroom, and I was like,
"You stop it right now, CJ.
Okay,
I already know the convention you're talking about, and yes, that did happen."
Apparently, the controversial MagFest that went down with homeboy with that and that other one where dude from Channel Awesome, that same year there were so many people just high out their mind in the arcade, just oh man, colors.
Hey bro, you want to play some NBA Jam? We can play some NBA Jam right now. You want to play Bill Clinton?
I'll do sit-ups right now. I'll do sit-ups we're gonna do sit-ups and we're gonna play Soul Calibur all night. Yeah.
Then after that, we're gonna go run. We're gonna fucking run.
Let's do this little move. Yeah!
Go play some DDR. It's gonna be awesome. Go play DDR Extreme.
Hey, who's trying to see me and crawl?
Like, hey, look. And look. You know what I hate about that, Harris?
Of all games, crawl.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Because I seen it. I seen it when I was over there at MagFest anyway. There was a line at the Gallagher machine. They was stoned ass white boys. Move. Yeah!
I mean, Gallagher is great, but goddamn, not that great.
So I know there will be a line at Crawl. Whole bunch of dudes coked out. eyelids this wide. One girl wearing a wearing a Finn costume. So when we gonna go upstairs and dance?
Nah, it's just that, you know, God, him killing Paul. Him
coming back. I hope he come back like that. All right, look, hey, do drugs, y'all. It's gonna be awesome this year.
I mean, you know, my thing is this: that whole scene with Paul is still funny because it's because of the way he puts on Huey Lewis in the news and he just does that fucking that little fake me out moonwalk and stuff, sliding back and shit. It's like, yeah, you know what Huey Lewis in the news puts on the fucking damn thing. He's like, is that a plastic?
No, he's like, is that a raincoat? Yes,
it's a raincoat.
It's a raincoat.
I just like how this nigga did all of this to kill this motherfucker because you mad because you was getting out dribbled by a nigga that goes to the same haircut as you.
Guys,
y'all got the same like everything. What the fuck?
Guys, it's this move for me.
But and you got to do it. You have to say it. You have to hear your hip swing. You have to be square. You have to hear your hips rock.
Full disclosure. That's me if I'm pissed drunk. A dead ass serious. That will be me right there. It's like just doing the whole thing.
I swear, I wish the day comes when Chris is pissed drunk, and please let me be.
Let
me be the DJ when that happens.
Hit the B square. Hit the B square.
I mean, no, real talk. And I gotta agree with Christian Bale. The way he's describing Huey Lewis in the news to Paul, knowing full well he's about to murder him. I know he's thinking to himself,
"Hey, Paul, what?"
I know he's thinking to himself, like, I can't believe this is really about to happen. I'm about to hack this guy's face off. Like clean, smooth off.
Paul is on all the drugs at that moment and drinking, so you know he ain't exactly there.
And let me tell you something.
Right the fuck up the second he saw shit coming at him.
Let me tell you something. When Christian Bale, like when Bateman is looking at everybody play the world's greatest dick measuring contest with the business cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sitting here looking at I'm looking at everybody's business cards and I'm going, damn, it's not a bad setup. I need to
invest in that.
I need to invest in that. I was like, what? I was like, hold up. Like, what was it? Like, what was that card set up again? Oh yeah, let me go ahead and write that down.
I was looking at that. Look now. I hated it because I remember the first time Chris gave me our jump, and I saw it, and I remember looking at it, and I remember telling myself, look at it. It's actually off center. It's not the very way we want to do business. And I'm like, D, shut the fuck up. We finally got our faces on something. Shut the hell up.
Oh no.
Deal with it for the first time.
Hey, D, I was Bateman though at that last card when he said, oh God, he's got a fucking watermark. He actually has a fucking watermark. Both of you Negroes know that was me.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. The thing I liked was when he brought that one out, I like the background of that thing. D, what are you talking about? I don't know.
It's like, I have no idea.
It's eggshell. I like that. It's not exactly white. It's not exactly white. It's not a pearl, you know what I mean? So it's actually pretty good, man. I like that. I like that setup. Let's see yours. I mean, flink.
No, what I really love was the business card holders that everybody broke out.
You don't see the business card holders no more. You do if you
some
do,
people have it if they're at a... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Like no. I would say the same thing you say. You see them, but why you don't see them?
You know the best ones. The best business card holders are the ones that all you gotta do is hit the button to open it, and the card just bam, there it is.
Those are awesome.
One simple card. All you got to do is just pull it out. You ain't got to shuffle the shit back together or nothing like that. It's just one button, flick, it's open. There it is, presentable.
Yep,
it's a beautiful thing. I would seriously invest in one of those.
I'm mad that we're saying stuff that we can get out of the back of a GQ magazine. Like, yeah, I will really invest in that. How much it costs? $75. What? Why does it cost so much just for that? I'm just like, no, I'm not saying I ain't going to get it. It's just It's like 4 games, man. I can get 4 games that I'm never gonna play.
I mean, there's a
but
lot.
I'll be satisfied.
I will say this: like another thing that I like about the movie is the way it's filmed because it feels like it has the visual style of a movie that's set in the 80s. Like it doesn't feel like it's a modern movie.
It's definitely like you could have told me that. Oh, this movie was filmed in the 80s. And I'm like, wait a minute, this came out in 2000?
It's like, what year? Did it come out before Wall Street or after Wall Street?
I'm like, damn. So, because like the way everything was shot, the film stock, that's what it was. This movie's film stock looked so good. It's so deliciously 80s that you could practically smell the coke.
Or the wood paneling
wood paneling.
You know what? That's the one thing that somebody said. Like, we always think of the 80s with bright colors. Shut the fuck up.
Bright color. No, people think of the bright colors. No, you know what it is? You know what it is, D? People who think of that time of the 80s most specifically think of the late 80s.
Yeah, you think of the late 80s. You know what the real 80s was? Wood paneling everywhere. Everything was a shade of brown or a shade of dark red. Like, nigga. Man. But yeah, I think that, but I agree that the film stock and all that look great.
No, but not just any wood paneling, D, but that long-lasting wood paneling. We're talking wood paneling that lasts for decades.
I
know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's like that.
You know, the ones that didn't bubble up until the late 80s. I mean, until the late 90s, where they had that little weird bubble in the middle of that shit.
Yeah,
because the glue done dried up.
But also the scene that had me rolling, and it shows the relationship. His girlfriend, when he's trying to break up with her and stuff, and she's not getting the point. Like the first 5 times, he's like, "Yeah, I don't think we should be together." What are you talking about? You're just joking. So, what are we gonna do for dinner tonight? I'm like,
I love it because he was like, "No, see, we're done. It's over." You understand? Like, I can't do this.
As he's drawing from his murder the previous night with crayon.
But she was like, "But my friends are your friends."
You know what? Look, you know what? You're right. Your friends are my friends. My friends are your friends. And I tell you what, you can have them.
You can't. Oh
That's how old. No, first of all, that is how over it is when you tell a girl you can have them.
As much as she didn't really do much of it, I give Reese Witherspoon that one thing because that pause from her was a little bit. It was very real. It was just, oh my god,
it's happening.
You're serious, are you? Like, I'm done, complete. You're just
what the part that
you say you're really not that important to me. Oh my god.
The part that I really liked was right when he was done drawing his his latest murder. As he's putting the big ass X over the drawing, he's going, "It's over."
Yo, did they give me? Oh my god! And here's Eris. Stop it right now. Stop. Wait, no, you want me to? You want me to do me a favor? Stop this right now. Stop making a scene.
Stop making a scene. It's like, you know what? I'm walking. Like, I'm getting out of here.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I have to return some tapes.
When he says that, I'm like, is it porn? Or is that like code for I'm going?
Which, by the way, this motherfucker watches porn like it's
that's what I'm saying.
TV.
No,
when he says that, is that really porn? Or is that him going into his paranoid agent world? Like,
No. D, the best part when you said this was me, my man is concocting a business deal while Asian porn is playing in the background.
Oh, give it to me, Daddy. Splat.
I swear to you, man, I fucking hollered when I saw that shit. I was like, this guy is just watching porno in the background like it's just like regular TV. Like it ain't phasing him. Like he's just desensitized. It's
That's
done.
you, That's you, Eris.
Oh, I know that was me. I know that's definitely me.
Really tie in the background. Like, this thing. Oh, yeah, I remember this scene because this is the scene where that white dude came into this.
So, hey, everybody. Shout outs to YouTube. We got our very first spam bot.
Spam bot. Oh my god. Yay! Yep, that's right. We finally got the NRG. Yes.
The British are coming.
So
are coming with a CU.
So
why you spell coming wrong, dog?
Wait, hold on, D. Hold on. Hey, Chris, let's do some quick house cleaning real quick. Mm-hmm. Can we go ahead and ejecto-ceto this motherfucker?
I think we can.
Thank you.
I think we can. Yes, we can.
There we go.
In the
Appreciate
block.
that.
Yeah,
The block.
Yeah. The British aren't coming now. Ha!
A.
Don't laugh at that. Stop laughing at that. That shit wasn't funny. I didn't like it.
No, I'm still laughing at what I said. Ejectocito, cuz.
I'm mad that you said that shit, man. Because now I just see this. I'm gonna say 36-year-old white guy.
With a 36-year-old white guy with a tan.
No, but we're also not talking about his secretary, played by Chloe Sevigny, where he was about ready to hit her with the nail gun from behind, and she got saved by the phone.
I hate to say this. Yeah, I would. Yeah, her funny looking ass. I would. Yes.
Funny fact. She actually did do a movie where she sucked dick on the movie. I forgot the name of the movie. I think it's called Brown Bunny or whatever. Yeah.
Anyway,
but let me. No.
I wasn't really interested.
It was art house porn.
No.
Art house porn.
Hey, D, let me tell you something. So, yeah, I'm with you. Especially that part where she put on the dress in the like at the apartment, and the moment you saw her turn around and you saw the peach curve, I'm like,
yeah. Actually, it's actually that mean. Ooh. That is that.
No, I hit the same ooh that the Christian Bale hit this movie. That's also the freaking beat that.
Yeah. like. Oh yeah, going back.
And speaking of her, by the way, when you first see her in the movie, and right before she tells him like his meeting plans and all that stuff, and she's walking out, and he says, "Don't wear that outfit again." She's like, "I'm sorry." No, don't wear that. Wear a dress. Wear this, wear that, this, that, and this, that. I'm sorry. Come on. You're too pretty for that. And high heels. Wear high heels. I like that.
I say again, 99% chance that never works. But it's amazing when the 1% goes through.
Yes.
Because two things. What, D? She's setting herself to get raped. Number one and number two.
Well,
and number two. Real talk. Number two, they might be married for the rest of their life. Do you know what your mama did? She listened. Like what?
The way that it was real simple. He just told her simply, go out, get a pretty dress to wear at work.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't that hard?
Could that be done hold on. Could that be done today?
Hell no.
No, not at all.
Sexual harassment.
Instant.
Not at all.
Especially when you say you're too pretty for that.
It's like sexual harassment.
Oh yeah, and I have to say this, Joe, Chris. When you said art house fucking, yes, art house fucking. Yes, art house fucking. That's when you suck dick on camera, but there's a meaning to it.
So she's classy.
Yeah. But anyway, the one thing I laugh because of that same scene. He's all talking to her calmly. She's kind of playing psychologist with him. This motherfucker takes out a straight up nail gun. A whole ass nail. They had a clip of that bitch.
She don't even know it's happening.
An 80s nail gun. I say 80s because I really believe that
I feel like it was faster back in the 80s.
You feel it was faster. I say 80s because let's be real. What nail gun is that damn big?
That's what I'm saying. That looked like a nail gun that only existed in the 80s.
That real industrial sized one.
And you know, here's the sick part. I gotta guarantee, like, oh, those are good. That's the good one, man. They don't make them like them no more, man. Them the good ones, bro. Like, so what do you like them the good ones? Like, yeah. So if he hit her, man, that would have been her shit, man. That would have been it, man. Because
like, dude,
that piston.
Like, dude, that one shot, she is dead.
That
on the
piston,
scene.
Man. That piston in that motherfucker serious, nigga. But anyway, because I'm sorry, I just realized that we just had to kick out a person named the British or coming. God damn it. Anyway. Like, yo, man, like, I got a question. What's the end game in that shit? For a long time, trolling had a point for 2.5 seconds on the internet to me, and after that, everything now is just stupid to me. So I don't know.
Exactly.
Like, it had a purpose at first, but that was just stupid.
Nah, but I mean, the whole, like I said, what I like about the whole film overall, though, is like I like the whole journey that we see with Patrick and stuff. But the one thing that I'm glad the movie didn't do is the whole, oh, does he have mommy issues? Does he hate his mom?
Boy,
It's none of that shit.
They ain't going to his family life, nothing. Even though I heard that this kind of connects from a book that Ellison put out before this.
Yeah.
I think that wasn't American Graffiti. Why I think it's that. Was it? Probably was that. I don't know. It was something like, I don't know why I'm thinking American Graffiti. It probably wasn't that. But I heard Patrick Bateman was a character in that story too. It just so happens they're not connected, or they are. I don't know. I read this a long time ago, and I'm not really sure. Like I said, it's not a big thing. It's just that it's kind of an Easter egg, I guess, if you want to say that there's like a closed-in universe of this or some shit. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, it is like with Bateman. With the one thing I did appreciate was they didn't really give you an ending, and I know a lot of people was trying to figure out, well, is he crazy or not? I don't think that was the point of the movie. I think the point of the movie was for you to really question, like,
what's real and what's not.
I think, to me, some of that was real, some of it wasn't.
Well, I think it was also more of them telling the shit to you twice, because they pointed it out with Reagan giving that speech at the end of the movie, where even Bateman's friends are going, what do you guys take on this? Do you think he's this soft-hearted old man, or do you really think this guy, or do you really think Reagan is a fucking psychopath behind closed doors? That's why the movie asked itself that question through Bateman's friends, and then you're supposed to ask that question about Bateman himself.
Yeah, and then when you see it when you put that juxtaposed to all the shit that you figure out with the movie about how everybody looks the same and how everything he wants to be just like everybody else. Well, if you are truly like everybody else, because he said at the end, he doesn't mean in there, he's nothing. Even if you are, does that mean that everybody else is just psychopathic as you?
Which I also got to ask.
That's a good question.
Not only is that a good question, I got an even better question for you. So, did Willem Dafoe really exist?
You know what? I was asking that same question. I was like,
that is true.
Did he really exist in this movie? Because think about it, he's never seen again after that lunch between him and Bateman.
I like, that's just weird. He really didn't.
And not only that, I'm sorry, D, not only that, he was super on the nose when he said, because come on, him getting killed by his own friend would just be ridiculous for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
Is that his conscience talking to him? And that's a good example. You're actually right with that, Harris. Did he play it all? Well, his secretary seen him and all the rest of it didn't let him in. Like, yeah, true, but you do know you can play around that, right? You can play around that. This motherfucker's been crazy the whole time. The good example was he went to his lawyer like, hey, yeah, oh, that was you? Oh my God, that was funny. Like, no, I actually killed him. Okay, that's enough. No, you're not listen to me. I fucking killed him. I cut him. I got him. Just like, this is not funny.
Like, I did. Listen. I need you to listen very carefully. I did it, and I liked it.
I like how he just gave him the death stare, because it gives it off the ambiguous.
I'm telling you that is impossible. I had dinner with.
I love to go. Why?
He's like, why? Like, why? Because I had dinner with him twice in London.
He stuck to that damn story too. Like, it happened.
As soon as no, Chris. And the fact that, the moment he said that, Christian's like,
I killed him.
Now, if you'll excuse me, that man walked away.
And in the same tone of Seth MacFarlane when he did the voice of Wilford Brimley, who the hell did I kill? And that's the thing. did you make up that whole interaction? You go into a restaurant by yourself and all the rest of that. The movie doesn't give you the satisfaction of even you seeing him talk by himself. You notice that
Yep.
every interaction he has is with a person, but sometimes, like I said, the only people that actually react to his behavior are people that are not of his status.
Not
Hooker
only
and the black person.
Now, the only other person who knows his true nature is the secretary, as it's pointed out in the end, because something tells her. First of all, he called me on the phone. He was very erratic. He was talking very crazy. Let me see if there's something up. And I like how she just knew right away. Let me check his desk. She pulls that one drawer open and sees his notebook, and she goes, "Oh, okay, he's got dates. Yeah, he's got reservations." And by the time she went 6 or 7 pages in, and she sees the drawing, she sees she sees all those crazy ass mutilation drawings. I'm like,
yo, what with all that shit?
At that point, I know what she's thinking. Oh my god, my boss is fucking crazy.
How hilarious of all those motherfucking pictures that he drew in there. In the middle of it is like a crappy Sailor Moon that he tried to draw.
First of all, that would have been
out of the 80s, and it would have not fit at all. So no.
Yeah, it wouldn't have fit. Now, see, this is how you make it funny, D. It's like what you do is you take those same drawings and just turn them into stick figures.
Yeah.
Only way you can do it.
No, think about it. All the hookers would still be stick figures, but they would just have boobs.
One to have bigger boobs. Of black girl, he shades it in. What for the Chinese girl, D? You already know where this joke is going. 2 lines. I'm not even going to describe that.
It's like, you know the vibes. You
already know the vibes. If it like, where's the Asian girl? 2 lines. You already know where they go. Already know where they represent.
No.
Don't start that shit.
No. This is how it goes. First of all, if it is a brown woman, like a brown POC to be specific. First of all, he would still draw it in black. He would still draw it in black ink.
Can't drop that POC line on me, dog.
And read it. With a straight face. This asshole.
I rarely ever hear Aaron say certain words. When he said POC, I was like,
Christ on high.
All right. It's like brown POC. I'm like, who are we gonna piss off if we just say brown skinned woman? Like,
named Letitia, mad as hell. I'm light skinned nigga.
Listen. Let me get back. Hold on. Let me get back to my.
Sorry, I just it threw me off when you said that. Sorry.
Here's how it's gonna go. He's gonna draw it, and he's gonna draw it in the same black ink that he did in the movie, except he's gonna be outlined with brown crayon.
You are funny.
I'm sorry.
I'm terrible. I know. I'll be here
all day. Two things. Two things though. One, I did enjoy the scene where old girl was silently getting her clothes and getting the fuck up out of here, and all of a sudden she noticed the red in the sheets and was like, "Oh shit!"
I am shocked. I am shocked. This was a movie in New York City in the 80s, and we didn't get the really weird, creepy music they put in there, like la 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 la.
But also, and I think this is also another thing for me.
That weird Danny Elfman music.
But the way he dropped the chainsaw and they killed the chick, I was like,
that's why I said this. In my head, that whole scene is fake.
Gotta be.
And I get it, but at the same, I get why they say this and might not be fake because nobody notices anything in New York City like that. Like that's true, but
yeah,
I don't know why. It just feels like it. No, but the best part about all of that, takes the chainsaw, whoop, Kobe.
When he dropped the chainsaw, that was hilarious.
Yo, the second he did that, Angie threw a pillow at me because the second he let go, I said, Kobe.
I sat there the whole time and did that. I was like,
I really had to ask the question. Like, so Bateman, let me ask you something. How is that mathematically, physically possible?
That's the whole point. It's there for make you question: did he really just do that, or did he make it up in his head?
Second of all, shout outs to Christian Bale. When you can run butt ass naked in some damn PF flyers down a hallway, wielding a chainsaw,
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
that is superb acting.
Also, I have to say, we all have to say the same thing. Hey, Christian, we get it. We saw your balls.
I saw your
Christian Bale is one of those actors.
We
He
get
is
it,
he
dog.
is he has quite possibly done every body type. He was Dick Cheney as a fat person. He did
Yeah.
funny thing. I think he did The Machinist after this, where he played like a rail thin skinny dude.
No.
Then-
He
No.
played
That
Machinist
was
until
the
before Batman.
wait.
Or was
and-
that after Batman?
No, I said after this.
Oh,
I said after this. He
no.
did.
I'm talking about the one where he. Well, what was that movie? He got real skinny.
That's
Wasn't
the
that
Machinist.
No,
No.
that was Machinist.
No,
That
it was the fighter. The fighter.
No.
Yeah, I was like the fighter. Yeah,
No, the Machinist. He got real skinny. Fighter, he just got thin. That's it.
you sure?
But the fighter he got thin before he did was Dark Knight Rises because that movie came out before.
Well, put it this way, he didn't get put this way. When you look at what he looked like, put this way, in the Machinist, you could see his ribs. In the Fighter, he just looked like a fucking cracked out meth head that's just small. So like the difference was like when he did the Machinist and he had to do Batman Begins, he had to put on a lot of fucking muscle. So to go from he weighed less than 100 pounds to do Machinist, and then boom, you got to put on muscle to weigh up to 160 pounds. That's a lot.
And then he did it again for Dark Knight Rises because he did the fighter prior to.
Oh, I know that, but I'm saying
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't as dire when he did Machinist though. It was like, all right,
Okay, I'll give him that. And then look at him, and then hold on. Then look at him recently with Ford versus Ferrari.
yeah, I know, right? Just like a regular old dude.
Yo, and let's not forget, guys, that when he was in on Terminator Salvation, he was playing an unnoticeable John Connor. So that took a lot of weight.
A very
You know,
unnoticeable.
That took a whole lot of weight, and you know what? I commend him for that. That was hard to come down in weight and hard for anybody to give a shit. That's hard. You know what I mean?
It's hard, very hard.
Especially, I'll tell you what else was hard. Him trying to deliver that line. I'll be back.
I mean, it's not that hard, but
No, because nobody even remembers him saying that.
I don't remember him saying that.
Exactly.
He said at the
Thank you for
He
proving
did.
my
I
point.
remember now. He said at the very end where we all said, "Wow."
Somebody said no. CD, you say wow like it happened. No, here's me. Wow, somebody actually said it in this movie. Even in 2018, where this timeline takes place, somebody still says, "I'll be back."
No, you won't, dog. You dying.
It's like kiss my ass, you will.
No, you not. Nigga Skynet about to take over. We lost.
No, because I'm leaving Common behind.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dog. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You got me. Something, scot free. I did a lot of problematic things back in the 90s. And a lot of girls ain't forgave me, but I'm fucking white girls, see? Older white women named Nancy.
God, man. You know what's funny? I've never seen a movie like this it's actually a textbook indie movie that critically acclaimed, and yet it has a cult following, because like usually movies that get cult followings, they never really get like a lot of uber critical praise.
You want to know something else that's funny about not just this movie, but the theme of movies like this in the 2000s, especially the fact that this movie came out in the year 2000, was another movie that came out that same year alongside it, and that was Requiem for a Dream,
which surprisingly won an Oscar, and everybody was like, "So how did it beat out The Matrix again for best visual effects?"
You know what? The thing that really gets me also, this came out during the time in the 2000s where there was these movies like these that were attacking consumerism, and one of the other ones was like Fight Club. Fight Club was a big part of that same type of ideal of look how this fucking lifestyle is, keeping up with the Joneses type of lifestyle. And that's what really And that's what really made everybody really that's what really like made it stand out to me. Like it was just one of those movies that was just saying fuck this fucking just not just this privileged lifestyle, but yo, do you realize that this is bullshit, XYZ and all the rest of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it was insane, and like I said, for it to be, it was like $7 million for an indie movie and stuff. It actually, right then, I think was it $35 million. So
and that's the thing, that got me too. I thought this movie was like, it was just it did just enough for it to make its point. You know what made it a cult following? The whole point was like, yeah, fucking reservations. Come on,
yep.
You got moments of Christian Bale just putting on a really, really great performance. You know what I mean? And this the one thing that I didn't mention, I didn't really mention about is the acting with him, and is that I remember in the beginning of the movie where he just looked like he already looked like he was psychopathic, but when you get to the end of the movie which was really good on direction, there was a sign behind him that said this isn't an exit. And everywhere he was around, and everybody that was like circled around him, like I said, they all looked the same. They was all acting like everything was fine except him. Yeah. This was actually a homage to a movie that was about 4 people that were stuck in a room and they realized that they were in hell. And that's where he realized he was in. He was in hell. He was trapped here. Yes, I killed all these people. Where's my punishment? There ain't no punishment. There ain't no punishment. Everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. You can put on those fucking glasses, put on that motherfucking Valentino suit and shut the fuck up and do, which was important, but it bugs me. This was an important thing. They never specified what job he did. They never specified. Was he a lawyer? Was he a banker? Was he in the stocks? What the fuck? They never did. It didn't matter because he was a part of that fucking circle. That fucking weird yuppie ass circle, man. So yeah. At the end of the movie, he didn't know what the fuck he was.
I mean, because it was the whole idea of nothing matters at this point.
Nothing matters because I could kill a whole lot of people and I'm still here with a bunch of people talking about, we trying to see DOS effects, but the black people won't let us in. You know, I gotta deal with that shit.
Dude, when I heard DOS effects playing, I was like, this is weird.
The ending was like Isn't white privilege grand in the 80s?
Yeah, that's how I felt about it, man. Especially when he looking like, stay in that circle of white privilege and bad sex, and you gotta finally bang out the maid, and that's gonna be a problem because then you lose your white privilege status, and then you kill yourself because you don't know how to live outside that means. Yeah. So what?
I mean, it was
stay with that vanilla ass white woman for the rest of your life, trying to get reservations at a place you don't like.
You like go ahead and marry that girl that you clearly have no intention of marrying.
And here's the funny thing. Every time you say you're going to get out, something happens where you have to stay back in. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, really? Really? You try to do it in the 90s, but guess what? Clinton was too good to you. And you would say, hey, this is just a rebound of Reaganomics. You told that to everybody, remember? And then you try to back out during 9/11, but you couldn't because everybody said you'd be a pussy leaving New York City, staying by your mayor. And you had to do it because some stupid shit you did back in 1997, you actually gave money to Rudy Giuliani, so you have to stay in New York City or else you'd be a hypocrite. Then you said, I'm gonna move when my kids get 18. They hit 18. You still here, motherfucker. You still here. And you know what you're doing right now? You're dealing with your daughter saying that, Daddy, I want to go out with this black boy. We make beautiful kids together. You gotta deal with that shit. And now you gotta kill the black kid. And you start the killing process all over again.
D, I was gonna mention something before you went too far from the Clinton part was you accepted that surplus that you said that you accepted Clinton's surplus that you said that you were never going to accept.
Then after all that, guess what? And then when you dealt with all that shit with your daughter and shit, you thought maybe the stock market can get better. It ain't gonna get better because there's niggas in office. Gonna find out it got real good. You had to stick there and you couldn't go nowhere. And now guess what you're doing? You're trying to get Bitcoin, and your grandson is telling you, no, granddad, don't put in a GameStop. That's what you're dealing with right now. Your life as a yuppie is endless. You're stuck in that world. Me, I just got to worry about not eating too much chicken and the cops not shooting me. And I think I'd be all right. America sucks, but
Oh my god.
Worst case scenario, it's always Canada, nigga.
I'm just saying, man. I'm thinking Canada. I'm thinking Cancun. You know what? Stevie Wonder might be right. Stevie Wonder might be right. Africa, and not the Nas going back to Africa shit. No,
Oh, you mean
Africa.
no? Wait, do you mean the Nas going back to Africa off screen?
Go off screen to Africa, nigga. You went to Barbados. Shut up. It's Africa. This is Barbados, baby. Well, I want to stay here.
The sky's a different color, blue.
Man, look at them. Look at the sand, baby. It's different. It ain't like the city.
Yeah, aka you're in fucking New York,
The
dickhead.
city back in Queens was different.
Hey, CJ, he went to the Hamptons.
Fucking Hamptons.
Know that nigga. He went to Virginia Beach and lost his shit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. There are people that have never stepped foot out of their own little city and they go to another spot and they're like,
Lose their shit.
my God, I'm like, it's just
Man,
Virginia Beach. Meanwhile, us, it's like, it's just Virginia Beach, man.
Man, I got cousins that's like, yo, man, like weed legal in Virginia, man. This shit is different. Me, who been smoking in a legal state for the last four years. Tell me about that shit.
It's like fucking Bruce Willis and Die
Like,
Hard.
really?
Like, welcome to
How's
the
it
party,
different?
pal.
Like, how the fuck is it different, nigga? I'm gonna tell you something. You know what's the difference between your state and my state? We vote. Anyway, that's terrible, G.
Speaking of which,
we don't get stopped. We don't get shot for voting. But I'm cheap. Like, that's terrible.
speaking
Dude.
of which, there is a feeling of the 80s where it's like, man, it's a lot of Reagan kids in this fucking movie, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hurts my soul. It's like, crack era.
Isn't it amazing that our mom spit us out during this time? So this is what happens, man.
I got
look,
nothing.
I get it. It's 83.
Well, technically, I can't really say that I fully understand because I'm a product of an army brat.
Yeah, I know, but still,
So,
isn't it amazing?
I wasn't
Of all
even in the country at the time.
But still-
Fucking Germany, like, Guten Tag. And this is-
Guten Tag, nigga.
Hey, look, man. Listen.
Das is good.
Listen. The both of you Negroes, okay? I was just listen. Listen. I was simply a package. I did not put in the request of said location. Okay.
See, this motherfucker says this shit and he talks about his dad being a fucking damn DJ back in the day, you know, fucking scratching and shit.
That's what he told me.
Playing DOS effects at house parties and shit. Boogie Down Production.
Hey, look, that was before I was even born, so
On my
Playing,
Frankfurt show.
As Giorgio Romero says, your dad was playing in the discotheque.
that was.
No, not discotheque, disca.
Yeah,
Discotheque.
Just imagine it. Look, hey Chris, just imagine that shit. 1988, you walk up in the spot. Doom, 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 doom. It's nothing but smoke in the air. You probably, that's cigarette smoke. Here's me. Oh, that's not cigarette smoke.
Whoa!
That's not cigarette smoke. You know what? The one thing I said, I probably said this on a previous podcast, but I'll say it again. D wants to do every drug that he thinks he can do. And one of them is cocaine. And I got to be real with you. I got to wait until I'm about 5 years away from dying to do that shit because I'm a smoke. I know I'm a snort. Look, Eris, look.
I don't want to be a witness
look
to
at me.
this.
Look at me. If you and I do it, our nose are gone. That's 10 years of our life. That is 10 years of our life.
And I'm not willing to sacrifice 10 years of my life for
not
that.
for coke, dog. Not for coke, dog.
Listen.
Heroin, maybe.
No. D, listen. You and I were born in that era when it was at its highest.
At its highest. I think, like, I joke with people,
but I do not want to indulge in that activity.
You know what, Chris? Like we all, like, I tell that to everybody jokingly. Like, thank God you weren't really over here when the crack eras was at its fullest of eras.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I remember, and I can just say in Suitman, I remember we used to be on the playground. We look over the motherfucking where the trap was. The trap was right behind the school. So I remember we look over the motherfucking fence. We see dead bodies. We see motherfuckers strung out. I remember one time we see this crackhead getting jumped by these drug dealers. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking at myself, ha ha, I'm throwing a rock in their ass and shit. My ass don't know nothing. Don't know nothing. Meanwhile, on the other side of the street, meanwhile, on the other side of the street is like motherfucking Compton. I don't even know this thing, man. Wow.
Let me just say that I've heard stories from the big kids.
I say yes to education.
I say no to it.
I say yes to education.
You know what? I never had that. I never had to deal with that. I never had to deal with that as a kid.
I just had McGruff the Crime Doll. That's about it.
I remember I didn't look,
and Dare.
Yeah, Chris, I had Dare.
Complete with the Dare T-shirt.
Yep.
I have heard stories. And we were the kids that didn't get them. Thank God. But we were the generation that just missed it when they were bringing real live crackheads into the school.
Oh.
Hey kids, do you know what a crack rock is? You know where to get one?
You know what dog food tastes like?
No more.
You know what dog food tastes like? It tastes just like it smells. Delicious.
And all my friends, Mickey Mouse, all came out and sang songs with me.
I'm sorry, Patrick would be the greatest monotone teacher ever. It's like if Ben Stein did drugs, basically, where he's just saying all the right, especially, put Patrick inside of a public school with just black kids and minorities, the other minorities and stuff. The comedy ensuing right there. He's like, yes.
You have another scene where he's about to go in the bathroom, about to choke out one of the black kids. He gets punched in the mouth and runs out and leaves.
So he would just get transferred from being an irresponsible white person.
Oh yeah, he get transferred. He won't get fired.
It's like, see, you black people.
You tried to choke a minority. Luckily, that's no time for you.
See, you black people. You have your civil
The
rights.
problem about the blacks, the blacks.
The blacks.
You got to do this whole worldwide thing to include them all.
It's like you got your civil rights, but if you just stop using the crack, cocaine, you'll be fine.
I think at times like this, we should think about what Dr. Martin Luther King would say about integrity. Hey yo, real talk, Opie. All 58 of your teeth about to get knocked the fuck out.
Hey, look, Tayshawn. Who the fuck is Tayshawn? My name is Vernon, nigga.
My name is Roger. It's always like a extreme. My name is Ted.
Nah, I like Vernon.
I like how black people have been.
Like, who the fuck is Tayshawn, nigga? My name is Vernon.
You know what the best thing about it is? I like how niggas have been forever been called Theodore, and they've been forever going by the name Theo or Teddy. Yeah. One of the two, Theo or Teddy. That's how it goes for them.
Dude, I was so do American Psycho. Fuck that second movie. Which, by the way, real quick.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, so I was gonna point out something. The basis of it was actually supposed to be it was basically supposed to be a different movie, and the same studio that did American Psycho was like, what if we just take this script and just slapped American Psycho 2 on it, and it has nothing to do with American Psycho whatsoever.
Except for one thing. So the only connection that this movie has, that the sequel has to this movie is the death of Patrick Bateman.
Which is a throwaway line at best.
And that's it. Outside of that, Mila Kunis, who played the lead character in this movie.
Mila Kunis is in this?
She plays the lead. She plays the lead in this movie, and holy crap, did she boycott the hell out of this movie, because she said, listen, when I was brought on to do this project, it was supposed to be a completely different movie. The studio, however, went in and edited everything and made it just very, very bad.
Her character was studying serial killers, and that's when you did drop the line about Patrick dying. And I'm like, really, movie?
Dying? Wait,
yeah, he did.
Like his character died.
Yeah.
And that's the only connection to
that's the only connection.
first.
That's it. Now, if I was really doing an American Psycho sequel, you got to put Patrick inside of an inner city school, and like the kids that cross him, he systematically like kills them off, and then like nobody's paying attention because you know people don't care about minorities. So
Bro, let me tell you
Terrible,
something.
Chris.
Like
terrible.
Chris,
But
Chris,
work.
And
hey,
he
CJ,
learns to love.
Hey, Chris, let me tell you something. That is such a shitty job of trying to tie one movie with another movie. Now, that would be like me making a sequel to Trespass, and the only person to tell the story would be old man Bradley. He would only be in it for like the first 2 minutes, and then that's it. 2 minutes tops. I will bring in Art Evans for 2 minutes and be like, all right, dog, you done.
Why don't you have this is what you do. This is what you do. Have Art Evans at the end, around the end of the movie, where somebody's like, "I need to call the cops," and it's some rich guy. Call the cops. Why? Because there's this fire over here. Sometimes you should let a fire burn. Get in the car,
and then that's it. And then that's it. We will never see Art Evans again after that.
Nah, my Trespass.
Here's the sick part. Me, who have seen Trespass six times. Who was that nigga?
My Trespass sequel will literally be old Bill Paxton in a rocking chair telling his grandson about the events of the first movie for an hour and a half.
Oh man!
Why would he be telling? It's not much of a sequel.
That's the sequel. He's just
no. Here's the better. No, Chris, this is how you do it.
I think we could bring some.
Wait. Hold on. This is how you do it. You have Bill Paxton tell the events of the first movie through the eyes of Tiny Zeus Lister's character. So you're looking at everything through his point of view.
Lion King 1.5 again.
Yes. That's
why it would be like. It would be like all of a sudden to show Ice-T, man, oh man. West side, man.
Actually, American Psycho sequel would be just like, what did William Dafoe think of all these things that happened?
I was in this movie.
Well, yes, I was in that movie.
Very good. Yeah. But wait a second. But if anyone who paid attention to this movie knows that I was nothing more than a figment of Bateman's imagination.
No, you weren't.
No. And then hold on. Here's me. Oh, so you confirm that? Thank you.
No,
I'm something of a movie producer myself.
Here's what you do. Harris, this is what you do. Thank you, Mr. Defoe. I like it, and you try to tap him, and it's just a miss.
It's a clear miss. He just evaporates in front of us.
Here's me. Look, no, here's Harris. I told you that nigga died 15 years ago. We just didn't know it.
All of a sudden, no. It happens in movie, and all of a sudden, which you have just now seen is an episode of The Twilight Zone. We got you.
No, I went. No, actually, hey Chris,
I went. Wait, Jordan.
No, hey Chris, we watched. No, Chris. As soon as I reach out to Will Dafoe and he just evaporates, here's me. How does he do that?
I'm something of a magician myself, you see.
I just want to know, how does he keep doing that? He never lets anybody touch him.
Swear to God, man, dude. I swear to God, Jordan Peele doing Nah. That fucking movie. I'm like, all right, Jordan. I don't know what your movie's gonna be about, but okay. Within 5 minutes of that movie, black people ain't saying, you know what, I'm out of here. Fuck this. Then what's the point?
I got a feeling that if you not to me, you can't really redo this movie because it's based off the. It's based off a novel. First off, and I said Harlan Ellison. Good God, what the fuck is my Ellis? It was the last name. But you can't really, you really can't make this based off of anything else, or you'll get what you just described to me about American Psycho 2. I was about to say American Pie 2, but
they're gonna tap into it eventually and do a remake.
What, American Pie? Anyway.
No, I'm dead. No, but
they're gonna do it for American Psycho. I see it.
No. I'm dead.
Listen,
listen. I am still sticking to my guns. That is a hill I will fight and die on. You can make this movie, and yes, you can have a black lead play the Bateman character, and it'll still work.
I'm saying they will, but I think what's going to happen is the movie, it leaned in white privilege, but they did it in a very subtle way. because it fit the 80s, because that was like white privilege.
That's what I'm saying.
It
That's what I'm saying.
perfectly portrayed the world because it wasn't
that's-
conscious of portraying it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Listen, I get that. What I'm talking about is you don't necessarily have to put it specifically in that yuppie.
Oh, I know
era
that,
of
but I'm
80s
saying they're
because
just gonna,
because you can do like I said, you can do this story. You get Idris Elba, you have it take place in a different time. Let me finish. You get Idris Elba, you let him play the main lead, and you're gonna sit back and enjoy every minute of it.
I'm Idris Elba. Drake it.
I'm Idris Elba playing a psycho. I might be on Wall Street. I might be a lawyer. They ain't tell me, but I got New York accent, so this is how I start.
Dude, because I feel
because I can see Idris right now. Like Idris right now, come up to somebody, he's about to get mugged or whatever. He's about to get mugged in the alley. Go ahead, shoot me, baby. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? He's got the gun pointed at his head. He's like,
gets riddled with like 10 bullets, and that's the end. And it's like, how many niggas gonna? And that's the end of the fucking.
Then you come to find out that this man Idris freaking CQC's a mugger, and it shoots him 12 times in the face.
Pulling Luther shenanigans in the fucking movie and shit. It's like, no. But I really feel if they remake it, I feel they're gonna lean way too over the top with the whole white privilege message and stuff, and it's like missing the entire point, because it's like you don't have to beat people over the head with it. It's just keep it subtle.
See, but this is why, again, going off of my idea, is you don't make do not make this a statement of any kind, because that is the problem. Statement. No, because that is the problem with every major Hollywood movie that's come out in the last decade and a half. Every last one of them has been some kind of freaking statement piece or a period piece or just some kind of speaking point.
Exactly.
You know, that we got to sit through an hour and a half to 2 hours to damn near 3 hours of the movie beating us over the head, telling us the same damn thing that's happening in the world just because it's social.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. You can probably the reason why this worked is because it took a lifestyle that
just make a movie.
It took a lifestyle that exactly existed and just ran with it. Everything evil about evil is going to come flowing out. That's why I told a lot of people about Lovecraft Country. It's like, look, dog, I understand what you're doing, but you don't give motherfucking Freddy Krueger roller skates. Like, dog, he's already scary. Let that thing play itself out. Certain things you just gotta let play out. In the sense of all the themes, with any theme, you let the evil show itself. You know what I mean? You let the evil, the good, whatever you want to show, it will shine through. People will get the message. Even with this, yes, everything was yuppie lifestyle, everything was like negative and all the rest of that, but that's because you were meant to see that shit. It was going to be that way from the very beginning, but you are more concerned about did this nigga really just kill this motherfucker after taking him to a shitty ass Mexican restaurant?
See, but that's what made me look at Bateman's character and say, oh, so even one of their own in the yuppie crowd has a breaking point.
Yep.
You know, and it's always that one that's trying to fit in, like he clearly said at the beginning of the movie.
I mean, even his neighbor sat there and looked at him sideways when he's at the laundromat trying to clean bloody sheets, and his neighbor's like, "What the fuck is that? I spilled wine on the sheets," and she's like, "Okay."
It was like, cranberry. Like, I love that too. Like it's cranberry,
cranberry apple juice,
like crayon apple. Like,
every time
he was like crayon apple, crayon grape, or some shit. And then he said,
Taco Tuesday. Oh shit.
then then he tells me, he says, "Look, if you could just talk to these people and just get them to fix it for me, I would really appreciate that. Oh my God, thank you. I will call you." I love the fact that we never see this woman again.
Here's how professional he is, though. Here's how professional he is. He didn't do some shit that us as black people do. Ching chong ching, speak English. None of that shit.
I'm sorry, black people.
We do that. We would do that shit in the
Have you been seeing the white people that been getting caught up? Okay, first off, all your taco talk, go out my country. Trump's here.
Yep.
Have you forgot what we just went through the last 4.5 years? All your burrito and enchilada talk.
I can already see.
I hate how white people.
Spanish
people is one thing.
No, it's even worse.
Listen,
it's even worse, D, because you try to go to could you imagine like one of those like one of these racist ass MAGA motherfuckers going to a Chinese restaurant and screaming, "Hey!" It's like, "Hey, hurry up! Like Egg Foo Youngins and me need a ride. Chop chop! What is this? The year of the snail?"
Goes back to that old thing. I'm gonna go play L Street Fighter on my PS5. Oh, you know that shit.
One of my favorite things ever was on Squidbillies when they built the wall to keep out them dang Mexicans. Like, get us some food, Rusty. Okay, Daddy, what you want me to get you? I know this sounds crazy, but I'm craving tacos.
Here's the sad part. You know a lot.
I think they stopped showing Squidbillies because there was too many white folk writing in the motherfucking all.
Because it's accurate.
You're making fun of us. Nigga, that was made 10 years ago.
That is dangerously accurate.
Because it's accurate as shit. Think about it.
You did this shit 10 years ago.
Think about it.
Think
about it. You in North Carolina coming from a Klan meeting. Y'all hungry because you burning crosses and shit. And you're like.
You worked up an appetite.
And you're like, let's go to that Mexican restaurant.
You go like, let's go to Taco Bell. Now, granted, a true racist if they would go to Taco Bell. You know why? Well, first off, this is Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex was actually a combination of Mexico and Texas coming together in a very different styles. Like, but most of the people that made it were dirty Mexicans, and they need to get out of our country.
Let me get that enchilada. And I'm like, God damn, this is just.
Here's me. Also, I think it'd be actually worse if you go to Taco Bell because if you're a racist, because if you're saying Tex-Mex, I understand that, but that will also indicate that a lot of white dudes and a lot of Spanish dudes and a lot of niggas was fucking each other during that time, right? There was a lot of mixed crap going. Shut up.
Actually,
that shit's so spicy,
niggas. I have to put this up because I think this is the one. The video is isn't that the Renegade Cut one you was showing us, D? About this?
Came up why he leaves it.
Yeah, wasn't that on Leon's Renegade Cut?
He didn't talk about that. That like there are subtle yeah. The way he leaves the drives, but he kind of stresses the Coley. I call her something.
Basically, he kind of says her real coldly after he says, "Oh, he'll call something." It's a blink and you miss it moment.
No, I call that.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Think about it. He was really trying to get out of there, and she kept trying to give him different dates and stuff. And he was like, "No, I got a reservation at this place. That right there is already 5 shots for anybody keeping score.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is 5 whole ass shots you need to take.
He was just saying nothing to her and just like basically what happened was he has a problem with interacting out of anything outside of that world,
outside of his office and all that
anything
shit.
Outside of that fucking world he has a straight up problem with, man.
I mean, even the conversation with this girl when she brought up marriage, he just deferred it away. Like, marriage, I don't want to talk about that.
This is the best part. When she brings up marriage and he says, "No, I got reservations over at such and such place." I'm like,
just cold cock ignored the fuck out of the marriage talk. Like, I mean, I've seen dudes roll cancel past marriage talks, but that took the cake for me, man. Like, most people would just be like, "Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, honey," as they're doing stuff. This dude just said, "Yeah, reservations." I'm like, wow, just.
It's like, honey, come on, let's get honey, come on, please, let's just get married on this day. You know, we have to pick out the flowers, the caterers. Yeah, about 5:15.
Like, wow. You know what? I gotta say this. I will question a motherfucker that wants to talk deep to me while me and my girlfriend are trying to get fucking sexy and shit. I will question a guy that will sit and talk to me talk about a song whose first lines is "I believe the children are the future." I will refuse.
Actually, the equivalent
to
of
talk
that,
to that nigga. Like, yo, do you understand why it's the greatest of all?
The equivalent of that is year one of me and Eris going to San Diego Comic-Con. Now, you're at San Diego Comic-Con. You're there. You're soaking up all the geek stuff and just everything that's happening. You're interviewing celebs. You're absorbing that. And then somebody out the blue just wants to talk about the fucking election. And I'm like, I don't care. I didn't come to San Diego to talk about the fucking election. No, I don't care. I don't care. Stop.
Chris,
can we talk about Wolverine, please? I would love that. I would really love that. Don't do this to me, man.
Chris, I think I was with you when that happened.
I was like, bro.
I'm like, dog.
Thank God. No, thank God I was able to take Chris's mind off of it because we had to stand in line at Hall H and we just started talking about porn star actresses.
I hate to tell you this. I hate to say this. I
can tell. I'm sorry, D. I can tell the look on Chris's face when I brought up ex porn star's name. He's like, "Oh, thank God, we're not talking."
Thank you.
God, grounded conversation.
I mean, that's the conversation it was with this girl. He just was like, "Yeah, it's about 4:45, so you gotta have to speed it up on this talk about marriage."
It's like I need you to move that timetable up, son.
Oh my God, man!
But yeah, that's American Psycho. It's
that was American Psycho.
Oh my God!
I mean, man. I will say this, like before we ended, I definitely loved the freaking rampage that Bateman goes on. And all it took was for him to shoot like an old white woman.
That was the GTA 5 rampage that Trevor goes through. It just needs somebody to trigger, and it's like,
bro, he shot an old. First of all, he shoots an old white woman in front of an ATM. That's an automatic 2 stars right there.
I know, right?
Not just any old lady, a white old lady. So that's 2 stars off rip.
That's an instant 2 stars. And then he's running. He magic bullets 2 cop cars and gets them blown up. And then he gets the chopper on. I'm like, son, did you activate
over here and shit?
Like, so did you activate rampage mode? Because the chopper followed you all the way up the freaking tower
on the phone, and the helicopters circle around the building. And he's all panicking and just starts spilling his soul to his lawyer. And I'm like, yeah, something's up, man. You don't just spill your soul to your lawyer. And
he was sweating, laughing hysterically, doing this move.
When he said, listen, I might have killed 20, maybe 40 people.
That's a nigga that was gone.
And I don't think I'm gonna get away with it,
dude. And then when he tells his lawyer, and his lawyer is looking at him like, this nigga is crazy.
He goes, "Oh, that was you.
Al, you smell like shit."
The bison, yeah,
yes.
You got to play it back. I don't. Nobody hears it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't mean to actually do this. I wasn't trying to do it.
I gotta admit that was. Let's be real.
But I couldn't.
Low key, that was Patrick at the end of the movie internally.
Yes!
In his head.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
This is delicious.
Do you know how it feels to kill somebody and get away with it?
But the fact that this all happened in my mind.
Or did it?
Or did it? No, see, but think about this. Hold on.
That's the part that got
Hold on. Here's the other part. He goes to Paul's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
That very next day. No. He went to his apartment after. This was after the fact. Like, remember?
Hey, guy, where'd you get that bag? That bag from?
I remember that. But no, I'm talking about when he went to the apartment.
Yeah.
After he got out of the trade center, he goes to his apartment the next day. Mm-hmm. Come to find out, everything is painted over. It's as if it looked as if no one ever lived there.
Yeah, and then later on, when the real estate lady is looking at the place, and she looks at us like, "Who the fuck is Paul Allen?"
She was like, he was like, "Are you?"
I'm paraphrasing, but
No, she goes. Well, she looks at him and says, "I'm sorry, are you my 2 o'clock?" No, I was looking for Paul Allen. Paul Allen doesn't live here. Are you sure? I'm very sure he does not live here. Because
bear in mind, he was using that apartment. Well, it was supposed to be his apartment, but he was also using it to kill people and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think that's it's like that's where it was like, so this must be in his head that he envisioned killing Paul, but it didn't happen. Or maybe he is Paul.
I don't think it was that, because he said I had reservation. Like, even if he did, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because you want to know something else.
Well,
hold on. No, it's not that. Here's the better part. When his lawyer was telling him, no, like, please, like, Bateman, as if you could do any of that. Like, dude, you are a sniffling coward. You're weak.
It's like
You
he
could-
knew all
it's
that
like-
shit.
You know, like you couldn't kill anybody.
And he gets pissed off, like, no, I could. Like, dude, chill.
Like, dude, I really need you to chill out.
It's like, chill out,
I'm gonna
man.
need you to
like,
listen,
not even that.
Like, fam, I'm gonna need you to. I'm gonna need
This
you.
shit
to,
was funny at
like,
one point.
his lawyer was like, son, I'm gonna need you to give me 3 feet and an ounce of space.
Oh, dude,
I'm just
that
saying,
death
dude,
stare, that
all
1,000-yard
back.
stare that he gave him after he told him that, like, get the fuck out of my face.
And one other thing. Do you notice this thing about names? Notice that names were not important in this movie at all.
Except for a
People-
couple, that was about
And
it.
like I said, and notice when those people were a couple, some of them got mixed up for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is it's so many misdirections. I love it. Yeah, I really love this movie, man.
Yeah,
Pretty fucking good.
the imagery alone is worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
I will also like to point out,
Soundtrack's pretty damn good.
soundtrack was good, and again, the cinematography A+. God, just the amount of crazy off the wall shenanigans that took place. Like, how many other movies have done stuff like this? Like, because didn't we also see this in that Nick Cage movie Next, where he played like the movie where he played out every scenario that happened after he met that
When
girl
he
in
did
Turkey.
that-
And he took her to, remember they went to the hotel room.
Mhm.
And before he walked out the door, you're thinking, oh shit, all this is happening. Come to find out he was playing back everything that was going to happen in his head.
We did that dumbass fucking Matrix dodge in the woods from the sniper and shit.
The Matrix, no. See, you say the Matrix dodge in the woods, like was your line in the sand? No, my line in the sand when this motherfucker decided to do the TN multiform shit that from Dragon Ball, and he split himself up in that freaking factory.
Nick Cage, I swear to God,
Was
that
that the
dude.
same movie with the no, that was another movie. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was like,
It was the
Nick Cage-
movie Next.
No, I'm thinking of another movie. I'm thinking of that movie. What's it called? Premonition or whatever. That jump with the airplane almost crashed into everybody.
Oh, that was the one where all of a sudden heaven opened up and his son and the chick's daughter, they went to heaven because of aliens and
Yeah.
Oh, and just so I know that I'm not didn't imagine this movie.
Nigga, did you actually drop everything to go tell us of a? Yeah, Jessica Biel was in that movie.
First off, sir, you go down 2 notches because you bought the HD DVD of that movie.
I'm gonna need you to fall back.
First of all,
Outdated.
Now, if you bought it
First of all-
from the $5 bin, I'll take it off the table.
First of all, understand, please understand in my Nintendo voice that
All right, Reggie.
this was along with a pack of HD DVDs when I got my Xbox 360. Okay,
Okay, fair enough.
I grabbed all of these for like anywhere from $2 to $5 a piece.
I missed it.
Who knew Microsoft really was like, man, we're gonna make the future is HD DVD.
First of all, Microsoft was like, hey, we're gonna side with Toshiba on this.
First off, who sides with Toshiba or anything?
Apparently, Microsoft did. Their big brain plan was to run with the HD DVD player.
Bet wrong. Holy shit, that was a bet
nigga,
wrong.
Hey nigga, look.
Hold on.
Hey, look. You know the best
Hold on.
part?
You're sided with Toshiba against a literal movie studio.
You know what the best part about this is? The best part about this is there's a nigga on the 6th floor with his window open, seeing all this shit going. Ha! See, the Zune ain't gonna go through none of this shit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
I love it when you hit the camera. That means I did a good joke.
What nigga sat there all day? He was like, bro, like the Zoom, the fucking
Bro,
Zoom.
bitches. Ah.
Oh my god,
God,
man. That shit is just a Zoom.
That is American Psycho.
So what's next?
Thank you, Gaddafi. Good Toshiba, the Hammer Tech Entertainment.
CEO of Zoom doing the fucking
God.
he's just doing the Just a Hammer dance from fucking Iron Man 2 and shit. Pick up the pieces.
Yo, my man was doing the cleanest white guy interpretation of the Running Man ever.
Man.
You could tell Hammer was having a good ass day, right?
Like, I got this Russian dude over here that did all the shit for me. I'm great.
My man was feeling himself.
God, now I want to watch Iron Man 2 again. So what's next on the movies after this?
It's not a movie.
I gotta get rid of this because I don't even have.
Burn that.
No, because I legit have a stack. I have at least an 8-count stack of HD DVD movies because I got rid of my 360 and I got rid of the HD DVD player that went with it.
Some poor kid in Brazil wants an HD DVD copy of the text.
I'm sorry. Eris, don't look on your face. Like,
First off, I gotta burn this shit.
What the fuck doing?
Wait, D,
oh my God, you look so distraught.
Hey, I blame myself because I said he goes down
I'm
2 notches down because
I'm laughing because
it's just the way that I picked it up so quick.
It looked like it just hit you. I got like 86 of these motherfuckers. I gave you.
I legit picked it. I think it was just the way that I picked it up so quick too. I was like, "Well, I gotta get rid of this."
Some person in the back alleys of fucking Mexico needs a fucking HD DVD copy of fucking them next.
Oh my God! Just imagine you that one family on the block that's broke as fuck, and y'all get one of them at you get one of them
The swap meet.
Let's straight up at the pawn shop, thinking that you balling. You over there talking to those Sheba customer service, trying to figure out how to start your DVD. Why didn't we play no Blu-ray?
Hold up, you said the next thing we're doing is not a movie. What is it? A show?
Oh God, I was trying to cue it up, and that was Bison. Yes. Oh God. So it looks like the day has finally come. The day has finally come for us to go back into Street Fighter again. And I told myself, well, we're like, are we going? What are we going to do? Are we going to redo the movie? And I was really thinking of doing the movie again, and the same thing with an animated movie. But I said no. Let us press forward, and let us do something that we're never going to fucking do again. And I remember I talked to Prime, and Prime is already going to be on the episode, everybody. So one of my favorite Negroes from Memphis is going to show up, and we're going to talk about the world's shittiest Street Fighter rendition probably ever, which is the USA Network decided to say you can show it here.
Hasbro presents Street Fighter.
Ooh, this is going to be skipping episode
featuring Ryu and featuring Ken getting fucking yeeted off a cliff and doing a hurricane kick to get back.
Whoa. Let's understand. Let's get this out of the way real quick. I should save this, but fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Ken doing moves in Smash. No, sorry, Ken pulling a Smash Brothers before Smash Brothers even existed.
Nigga!
Now, he hurricane kicked his way back to the freaking platform. This was a whole 6 years before Smash Brothers even existed.
You want to know something funny? Mm-hmm. I showed my kids the thing. You know, at the beginning they said, "My name is Guile." You know that go right?
Colonel William F. Guile.
Why not I show that to my kids, right? Yo, the look on their face went from, "Oh, cool," and they started hearing everything. They were like, "Wait, what? What?"
The heroic man beast.
And then yeah, and then look,
hard kicking fighting machine, Chun-Li.
And then my sons both channeled their dad at that age. Where's Ryu and Kid at?
No, how about the fact that
as soon as they stopped talking, they both said, "Where's Ryu and Kid?"
Here's the best part. Ryu and Ken don't even get an introduction. They just get a split screen Shoryuken.
I want people to understand the Street Fighter cartoon was loosely following up very loosely following up from the live action movie, because Ken and Ryu, they're kind of picking up being gun runners, but yet they were still trained by Gokin. So it's like they were actual competent fighters, but they were competent fighters that, but also gun runners. I'm
They couldn't-
confused.
That's the other thing. How can they're not even that good at gun running.
Blanca, they actually went with the shit from the live action movie where he was Charlie when he was in human form, which I was like,
and apparently he survived that explosion.
Yeah, apparently it's just, you know.
And Dawson just gave up on trying to help him.
Dawson apparently went back to New Delhi and was like, "All right, I'll be full fledged Dawson. Fine, fuck it, whatever."
But my kids asked me the best. One of my, I forgot which one asked me the best question. Why does Barlock still have his boxing gloves on?
Why is he typing on a keyboard with his boxing
Hey, boss,
gloves?
I got this nifty VHS tape. Check out.
Oh my god, I have not. Now here's the funny thing. I've only
Zangief is the strongest man in the world. He trained with mighty Russian bears. Bears, the warrior king trained with dragons. That was dialogue that was written and said in the show.
So this is what I said. Next week is gonna be really fun. Prime. And yeah.
Oh god, that was such a missed opportunity for Street Fighter V to not bring in the Warrior King.
I feel like you know what, and I'm sorry, I will never get over this. I never get over how I had to block somebody on Twitter because they were going hard in the paint for the USA Cartoon Express.
Damn, you blocked somebody off that shit.
I blocked somebody off that shit because I said, and I quote, "Dog, why?" I just questioned.
It was listen, D. The way that your kids reacted to the Street Fighter cartoon, it's related because they're both from USA. Did they have that same reaction for Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm?
First off, Phalis spoiled them. Phalis spoiled them on that.
Okay.
Because as soon as they see it, they can't watch it now. They can't take it seriously. Combat time!
Of course you can. Matter of fact, this is an early drinking game, and I'm going to say it again on the podcast. You got to take a sip. Matter of fact, no, not even a sip. You have to take a whole drink every time Sonya says combat time.
No, that doesn't work. They'll die.
Yes, it does. No, because she only
die.
says, no, D. See, this is how I know you don't watch the show as much as I do. She says it once every episode.
Ah, good. Don't want to wear it out.
Exactly.
Also, shout out to
twice.
Michael.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Chris. Twice if she's pissed off.
Also,
Buddy.
shout out to Michael Dorn. Shout out to Michael Dorn voicing the Warrior King. I hope you paid off your car note with that check.
I'm mad as hell.
For that one episode he was
actually
in.
no. Four episodes because
episodes.
it was this Mortal Kombat, Savage Dragon, and it was another show.
Oh, the Warrior King himself is showing up. Wow, so they really did connect all those universes together. Oh my god.
God, what was it? It wasn't Cadillacs and
Dinosaurs.
That's
the name of the game.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Savage Dragon, Mortal Kombat, and Wing Commander.
Yeah, Wing Commander. I was about to say Exo Squad, but that was years later.
Yeah, Wing Commander. Wing Commander had a Wing Commander. Wing Commander Academy, which was funny enough. Following up
in the movie.
Followed up. It was supposed to be it was a follow up to the movie, and somehow it was better than the movie. I was like, all right.
Yep, Godzilla all over again.
So I got a question. For you, D.
I forgot about Wing Commander was there. I forgot about that.
I got a question for you, D. So since we're gonna be doing Street Fighter, the USA version, I want to go back really far to the 80s with this cartoon. And the only reason why I'm bringing this cartoon up is because thanks to a party at our good boy freaking Hellspawn cosplay, our boy he held this party and he played a game that we were all involved in. And I said, you know what, this reminded me of a cartoon. Are we ever going to open up that Ark of the Covenant called Laser Tag Academy? I only asked that because well, you can't see it behind me, but behind me there was a box of VHS tapes, and one of them I did record as a kid. the
What
whole
the fuck
lace.
you didn't record, you perverted motherfucker?
I mean, come on, man. It's what I do.
Fuck. No, see, that's just anger. No, that's
That's just pure anger, D. If you're angry with what I chose to do with my hobbies as a child, then I'm sorry. But but no, seriously, are we ever gonna do Laser Tag Academy? It's a cartoon. It's probably hard as fuck to find.
It's hard as fuck to find. And
No. See, every episode they say
at more than 6 people that give a fuck for us to do it.
First of all, D.
I know you can put this in the room. We talk about fake Newtons for an hour. People will listen. I know.
No. D. Hear me, and I'm gonna be clear when I say this. I don't give a single ounce of a fuck about what anybody thinks. This is just something that I know motherfuckers on YouTube know because the episodes actually exist.
Mm-hmm.
They live, breathe, and reside on YouTube. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them.
Can I deal with the sandwich that's sitting in front of me before you go ahead and make a double cheeseburger?
Because at that point, because at that point, I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, let's just do the Double Dragon cartoon and call it a day. Boom. There.
See, Chris is trying to invite torture.
He's putting the drill through the nutsack, and
you
don't want to talk about Jimmy and Bimmy Lee. You don't want to talk
about
Jimmy.
You know something that should have had a cartoon and it didn't? Contra.
Yeah. Actually, I'm glad it didn't because I think it didn't. Really shitty.
No, it didn't, but it should have. I mean, come on. Battletoads had a cartoon. Double Dragon had a cartoon. Everybody had a cartoon except Contra. I'm like, why did Contra freaking Contra never ever had a cartoon?
At that point,
because Konami said kids don't watch cartoons.
But that doesn't make any sense. Because
has anything Konami ever done?
Put out a fucking Pac-Man cartoon.
Exactly, they put out a
Namco.
That is Namco.
Oh, that's Namco. My bad. Sorry.
That's Namco. No,
well, Ninja Turtles that don't count.
No, that was just licensed. That was definitely.
That's like saying DuckTales was made by Capcom.
But
Capcom presents.
No, but that's damn. I just thought about it. Castlevania. Look how long it took for them to give us a Castlevania cartoon.
Well, let's be real. A lot of that has to do with anything that you have rights to. But we're meandering right now. Let's end this.
Let's end this shit. We see y'all next week with Street Fighter. Yes.